Whoa. Hello there, fellas. Welcome to SOS 123. It says SOS here because, we love text formats. But first match, Torrent puts on Squidic. Guru, you're here too. What's up?
Not much. I'm excited to be here. I'm kind of disappointed I'm not playing this one. I feel like I usually pick the SOSs with funny numbers, so to speak. I remember doing SOS 52 and playing 52 gal. 1, 2, 3. It's a good number. This will be a special night, I think.
But let's talk about the people who we see right now. Torrent puts on Squidic. These two are basically in a same kind of skill level. Torrent did recently make it to grand finals against another team that's playing in this SOS. That's called Legacy. That happened last week. They made it to grand finals, but made it to a game 10, I think. But Honest Critic, they did play as well, but they're the sub, so it doesn't really count. But these two are recognizable. Definitely Honest Critic because of the social media presence. I could just say that. And do you know anything about them?
Yeah, I know both teams definitely have similar results, I'd say. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see which team kind of get the early advantage here on their way to top cut. And we're going to get right into it right away with Humpback Rainmaker to get started.
Yeah, with Humbug Raymond to get started, we have Cass, Sekon, Jason, and Sundry, who is subbing for Honest Critic. That they made a poll on Twitter about it. While we saw for Torrent, it's Encore and the others. But Splash, we have a Sword, we have a regular shot, and we have an Nenzap. They have been really showing up recently for the shots.
Yeah, and here's the Gold Dynamo in action. Haven't really seen that much in tournament yet, sporting the Super Jump special. Shout out to Super Jump this weekend. And right away, early advantage is really not going to go to anybody. We see the Inkjet finally come out, and it looks like Honda Squidic is going to be the first team to pick up the Rainmaker, and I think they're just going to get this checkpoint for free.
And it does look like they do get it because the Sword is going to be the last one live with the Zipcaster in play as well. But would they be able to pop it? No, with the Zuka coming out again on the side of Cash, he'll be able to go up maybe to 40, but one down as well on the side of Torrent, maybe two now.
Oh, and the 10 shield doing work, clearing out the space, and the Zuka picking people off up high. They're going to get all the way to 13 on this push. But this 10 player, wow, getting another pick, only getting stopped by having just fall down. It's going to allow Torrent to get this pop and end this push.
Cash does get the 1-shot 1-kill while Josh actually does stop the Rainmaker, but up to 13. But we see now the Torrent, but CJ putting up on the inside, taking out the cooler. They will be able to pay for mid, but how long will it take for them to even get back to mid? And they need to pick up the Rainmaker as well.
Yeah, gonna just stop to let it reset. They do have some specials ready, but here comes the Inkjet, but it's gonna get taken out by the Zuka by Josh there. Nice shot. So now all of a sudden they have the advantage. They're gonna, looks like they're gonna get through this checkpoint unless the Dynamo can stop it, but they will.
Cash doesn't get out of the time for the jump as well, so that's going to be one down. But they do actually pick up the Rainmaker and actually pop on the checkpoint for Torrent. Now they need to do the same thing the Honest Critic did and try to get through the choke point. With the Zuka in play, maybe that will help, but doesn't actually as it's a trade.
Yeah, that 10 shield just eating a lot of those Zuka shots, so able to get the kill, but not really able to follow up with much more on that. The Inkjet's going to come out and kind of scare everybody else away, and the Rainmaker's just going to reset to mid, but hey, at least they got that first checkpoint.
Ooh, but look at that double game play because Torrent got the Rainmaker pop. Good the crowd going up from Encore as well, taking out Seacon of a miracle hit, but they will be able to take the Rainmaker for free. Not maybe as high as possible, but they're doing the switch up technique.
Oh man, this is going to be a big Rainmaker shot. I don't know how that didn't kill anybody.
Well, we love NSO right here, right? We love NSO. But, because of that, Honest Critic was able to stop the Rainmaker at 29 because Torrent did back up a little bit. Kind of an unfortunate drop they did, but we see that for Honest Critic, they will be able to take control of mid with the ball point and actually with the Inkjet coming in ready. But no cool really, I think, so they won't be able to do that combo.
This is such a dangerous game. Honda Squidic got that great push right off the bat, but so far they've really just been going down, and it's just been all offense on Torrent, but they just can't get past that 13 mark so far.
The choke point definitely might be because of the Dynamo, because Dynamos are pretty good at back quickly, and they do have a try as well, so for the side of Torrent, they are going blazing.
Oh, and then playing out that 10 shield, taking that space, and then the trade with Senkon able to help clean it up. And now, for the first time really in a while, Honda Squidic is going to have control of mid here. The Chumps do come out to just add a little more pressure with the Inkjet. They still have a lot of time they need to hold this lead.
That was a really good snipe on the side. I think that was a sword to take up almost 3 people. Definitely the Inkjet as well, so they won't be having a less aggression on the side of Torrent, but they are able to actually kill off the Zuka as well.
Yeah, here we go. The cooler is out. Gonna take this flank out right now. So another opportunity here for Torrent to try to get this lead. They have 2 down. They're gonna push. They gotta get past this tent shield. This time they do. So now it's just gotta deal with this ball point up here. Gonna use the zip cast to counter, but the ball point's gonna shut it down. But they're gonna get taken out by the Rainmaker. Oh, 17!
Off by 5 because they went to the middle path. They might have wanted to go for the rail, but they weren't able to get the jump. But now we can see that this with a minute left, Hunter, all they really need to do is play defense to stay in bed. Again, with Sun's super chumps, as we said before, and Sun's actually technique the Dynamo as you saw them get a kill. It's definitely going to be playing for them, having the more Inkcorporated and having more of a stalemate in this mid.
Yeah, it looks like they maybe want to try to push up more. Maybe they're getting a little too scared at the thought of holding this lead for longer, so they want to see if maybe they can put the pressure on and just get the KO to end things early, but that's not going to work out for them. It's going to be another nice Zuka shot there by Josh, and so now another opportunity here with only 23 seconds left to see if Torrent can get this lead.
Yeah, that's the thing. The thing Zuka's up was really good, but maybe it was pulled up a little bit too early. Same with the Zappa as well doing the cooler, because again they're off by 15 in this. And the Waymaker was on their zone, so cooler technicality might be off soon enough, as it actually might be popping off right now with 3 seconds left. Are they able to make it? Wait, what?
Oh man, the Zipcaster took out, I believe, is the ball point on the top right, and then the Tri-Slosher, I think they got a kill, but they had to fall down in order to get it, so that just put them in a position where they could no longer defend the Rainmaker, and now...
Spec. Spec just doing a lot of funny things, and they are able to get the final kill on the Rainmaker. So GG's well played.
Wow, Torrent unleashed a torrent of offense there. They basically just were pushing for 4 minutes straight after that amazing opening by Honda Squidic, and I don't know if they were all running LDE or what, but they just had something in them that they were not going to give up on that game.
Maybe they are, maybe they're not. Wanda has sounds LDE if I remember from the side of Torrent, but what they did for Torrent, like, this is what they are. They do have a fight, but they don't end the fights at the end. They have power all the way to the end. That's what happened this weekend as well with them, as I can recall. But anyways, for Honda Squidic though, they showed that even though with Sun in the roster, when playing with a sub, they are able to coordinate together. So, you know, there's not really anything we can say as this was just an equal match. But going to the next map, which would be... what is it?
I think we're gonna go to Clan BlitZ Scorch Gorge up next.
Kinda hot. Clan BlitZ Scorch Gorge, you, I feel, might be the more notable player to say about this because I think you played more about it on Riptide. So how is it, in your opinion?
I mean, as far as Clan BlitZ maps goes, I think it's pretty fine in this game. It's definitely something I'm going to be interested to see if they're able to stick with that ball point. You know, a lot of people are just focused on pushing on the right because that's just kind of the easier path to take, but if you have something like a ball point that's going to be running a lot of run speed, you can get across those grates pretty quickly, and all of a sudden you have somebody attacking the defenders from kind of an off angle and can be really effective. So I'm interested to see if that ends up staying with that weapon pick.
And we might be seeing that as we see the map 2 coming out, that might be going from the side of Torrent if I remember correctly, having the ball point. Oh nope, that's on a Squidic. Same comms actually, by the way. Nothing changed. Well, other than Tendabella.
Yeah, interested to see, you know, Dynamo, I can definitely understand it on the geography of Humpback. Not quite as certain on it on this map, so gonna be interested to see where that player positions and how they choose to push.
But we see right now the Honda already gets picked off the sword. That's going to be the main arrow going to be killed off, but also the bullet going off. So there's no really free pushing coming in from the side of Honda Squidic. The Zuka does come out, but they do get killed. So it's going to be just a whole battle in mid, but 2 down on the side of Torrent.
Yeah, Honda Squidic on that opening. They had 3 people pushing in behind that 10 shield, so definitely looking to get in with that. Sencon now trying to do some work, but unable to find anybody with this inkjet as we saw somebody jump out and then just unable to dodge the rest. But gonna be a quick little trade here as teams are just kind of scrapping in mid early on.
We're just scrapping in mid overall. This is what we need for Clam coming as well. If we see for Spec and the kill on Cash, that would be more Clam coming on the side of Torrent, but if you see Honda Squidic has 10 clams, so that would be automatically a V-ball, but they get sniped immediately because of the Trizuka.
And here's the Zipcaster coming out. It's going to end up, everybody else is going to go down on the side of Honda Squivic except for the ballpoint. That's just going to back all the way up. So now, hurry up, trying to quickly form a ball. Josh needs one. He's going to get it in and able to get out of there before the Dynamo takes him out. But here comes the Inkjet to try to clear some space. They don't really have many other clams at their disposal, so they're going to get taken out. Just have to back up the rest of them. They will form a ball, though, so at least they can be ready for a next push if they can get the man advantage again.
But that's the annoying thing about clam blitz, is every 15 seconds or so, or like 25 seconds, the clam become resets on the map every time. And it doesn't reset unless a certain threshold does get picked up. So that's kind of annoying for side of Torrent that they need to get clams in that single second as the ball resets. But we see the 2 down on Honda once again. 3 touches up for Torrent, but he's still down the ball already.
And Josh, another shot with that Inkzuka. Gonna have to deal with this Tenebrella. They will, so now pushing up here. Now they have 20 clams to their name, gonna instantly score 1 ball. And now they have this ball just kind of chilling as the Zipcaster trying to get some kills. I think that power clam's gonna die, but maybe not the entire push.
Spec just got the kill with... Okay, Spec just popping off, let's go. We saw the sword getting a double kill, one on the Inkjet, and now another one's going to be... Oh, okay, no, they got cancelled. But still, that was a really good play on the side of Spec getting the triple there. It really made Hell's hold back. But also for the ball that they had before, they went through great and then died. So that's unfortunate that there was no push up on the side of Torrent. There could have been more clams right there.
Yeah, Spec going in right now. I like the Zipcaster play against a team that is a little slower. You know, if you can get behind them while your teammates take some space, that can definitely be a lot of pressure. And here's the Dynamo, not quite able to shred the crab, but looks like they will focus them and kind of scare them off. And now the Inkjet coming out as soon as the crab is done, but they're going to get taken out. Oh my gosh, just trades left and right now.
With straight back forward, Cash actually being a trade off on Spec, the sword and Treasure could be down. So it doesn't look like there will be any push up as the Sun versus the Splash actually. Oh no, Sun actually gets the ball in.
Oh, with the jumps using for cover, gonna push up and gets the kill on the enemy snipe. So here's the Dynamo. I was wondering how they're going to position. They're just moving in with those jumps and clearing some space. And now it's a real pain if they're able to just exist underneath this basket area right now. And here's another ball. It's going to come in and score. So now big lead for Honda Squivic. They're going to go back for some more clams and see if they can keep this push open.
Yeah, but for right now, Toys needs to focus on paint right after the class batch being done, but they need to kill up Cash first, which actually gets a double in play. And they might be able to get CJ. Nope. They get traded off, but now they need to focus on paint while Sun is still just lurking underneath on the snipe point.
And not a lot of space in this choke point, so, you know, if they already have to get around your 10 shield, it's a pretty easy read for Cash to know where to aim to get that kill, and that's exactly what they did there. But already, Torrent gets a couple kills, and here again, crossing those grates, not a ballpoint, but a crab tank able to do it, and gonna have to deal with this Dynamo. They will just trade, so it is still 2 down for Honda Squivic.
The Bella should actually maybe coming close, but it doesn't do it in time. But Josh gets a kill on Cash, and CJ putting on another clam. That's going to be a lot of clam probably going on the side of Torrent if they are able to go all minute. But also, what Spec just did right there was a Zipcaster, Waldwin, and clams. So that actually gave them another armor shield.
Just enough clams to get a lead. Now they're going to add on to that, and almost running out of time here as members of Honda Squivic are going down on defense, which is not good. CJ's going to be able to just keep this basket open a little longer. They do have some more clams on the way, but they're going to have to just back up and play defense for these final few moments.
Yeah, 5-6 left with the ball goes into the favor of Honda Squivic. No ball going on the side of Torrent. They just need to hold. If they get wiped on any chance, that would be game over for either side. Oh my god.
Oh, Honda Squivic had an Inkjet ready, but they go down. All 4 of them will go down. That's a total wipeout, and that's going to be the game and the set in the favor of Torrent.
Yeah, but also, wait, it's best of 3, isn't it?
It is. It's playoff 3, but so Torrent will get the win here.
Yeah, for the set, but you know, tiebreakers are a thing. So who knows? In a tiebreaker hell scenario, when 3 teams get tied up, maybe the point score on Swiss would be the thing that matters to get into hammerhead bracket. While for the side of Torrent, they have a good chance to get a great fight if they win 2 more.
Yeah, absolutely. Pressure's on. You got to make sure you're winning every game, but a great start if you're Torrent. I mean, just thinking back to game 1, they almost just lost that opening game in the opening minute, but they were able to rebound, and then this game, you know, they were trailing again, but able to come back. They're just, nothing's really phasing them right now.
So definitely that's going to be a good motive for them to push up as they are in. Let me see. Remember Group D. So with their round 1 being done against Honest Way, their round 2 is going to be against Velvet Sky. And who's the top seed for the group? Actually, it's gonna be one shot, one kill, one rage is gonna be the next. It's gonna be the top seed. So if they win against them, they'll be getting the great play. But we'll see how that goes. Soon enough.
Yeah, tough team for sure waiting for them. A lot of players that I've been running into quite a lot in Sendoku lately, especially Ryanator, somebody who has just been grinding that non-stop. So definitely a fearsome opponent ahead, but hey, if you can go into it with some momentum, just get the clean sweep of this set, that'll be a good way to go for him.
Wait, you said Violator?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that like an OG Splatoon YouTuber from like Splatoon 1? Or am I talking about something else?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not too familiar with this history.
Well, the name sounds familiar. So if it's them, that's pretty cool that we see someone from that past seeing this active still in Splatoon 3. That it's really good to see like OG players that still has some like connections or something at least in the Splatoon community, like either watching, doing content and all that stuff. That's pretty huge. But talk about content, Super Jump.
Yeah, it's coming. The Gold Dynamo, the Super Chump, leading the way for Torrent, and that's perfect segue into Super Jump coming up this weekend. Another huge major. It's gonna be right here on IPL, so you can't miss it. Are you gonna be playing it or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing in it. It's gonna be a little bit of fun, but we can talk about it later as we go into Splat Zones on Mart. This freaking map, dude. I don't really. What the? Huh? Wait, okay, no, hold on. I think I know what this happened. They went to DMs or they went to the Blackboard chat and they said, "Oh, let's go all juniors," and then this happened. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think maybe they wanted to teach that Gold Dynamo a lesson and said, "How about a billion torpedoes in your face?"
Are you a junior main yourself at all or no? Just random question
No.
about that.
I reluctantly played it in a weapon ban tournament and it did not go well.
Okay, so I can say as for myself as a junior main and talking to another junior main, the C juniors are gonna be super annoying for the Dynamo Roller, but for everyone else on the side of Honest Squidic, it's gonna be interesting because the way they're going to 5 million% is gonna be all them needing to jump. For Torrent, they have the double bomb. Now, do they actually have double bomb? I think so for the side of who's playing junior, but it should be fine. But honestly, I just love this. Honestly, whoever made that video, I give you the thumbs up. Thank you for doing this.
I like how both teams were basically just agreed to throw, and yet they're just as even as when they were both trying their hardest here. This game's back and forth. Yet again, we see the Super Chumps come out. Not Super Jump. But to go down on the side of Honda Squidic, so they're not able to push up with that, and they're going to run out of time pretty quickly. They're in danger of getting KO'd here if they're not able to get back in pretty quickly.
Okay, this is the thing about Junior, you need to play up close like a sploosh, not like a splash, because you have a little bit more range there, not 100% accuracy, but on this you don't have 100% accuracy. The torpedoes are going to be 100% RNG bombs, and you need to be scared away. That's why we see for Torrent, they actually just getting this victory, because they're just spamming torpedoes while they basically going to play. The bubble is actually failing because the double bomb doesn't go into reaction, that's it.
Every single time somebody from Honda Squidic pushes up a little, there's 2 torpedoes from 2 opposing sides locked in on them.
That's why C Junior is fun, but it's not really that good unfortunately in this meta now because double bombs. If Torpedo can do double bomb though, oh that's gonna be so great. But no, that's gonna be maybe too OP. But oh well.
Torrent may be discovering something, you know, that game was not as close as the others, so, you know, they did well game 1, they did well game 2, but maybe they found something, a comp that they need to stick with more long term in this game 3.
you being okay. There's no way you're being serious on that, huh? Guru. There's no way, Quay. There's no way, man.
Yeah, maybe joking, just a little.
And before Junior Tournament, that has to happen. we know it's possible. This could happen. So Toy might be cooking something.
The tournament built for people that just bought the game and have nothing else unlocked.
Toy might be cooking something. But anyways, yeah, that'll be 3-0 to Honest Squidic. GG's to them. They are still having a chance to go into Hammerhead, while Torrent has a chance for Great White.
Yeah, absolutely. So good start for Torrent. And if we can take a look at maybe some other scores, see if we have any other sets in progress here. Looks like people are actually getting things finished up pretty well, so keeping an eye out for CoolCat26 is the top seed. I know that's a team featuring Caden and a lot of other higher level players. So they're definitely going to be one that we'll be seeing later on. And just taking a look at the other, don't see any too crazy sets going on. But we will get into it pretty soon here for our round 2.
Yeah. We'll get that there pretty soon, but going to our last conversation, Super Jump.
Yeah. It's coming.
Yeah,
so,
it's
you
coming.
said you were playing in it?
Yeah, playing for a little bit, maybe the whole time, with my own team who might be playing this tournament right now. I'm just the manager as or captain that some people might know about me. But what about you, Guru? Are you playing in it?
I'm gonna be missing out on this one, I believe, but I'll definitely be tuning into the stream, seeing what's going on, because I know there's a lot of strong teams signed up. So it's gonna be interesting to see how the weekend kind of unfolds. It's nice when we see these big majors and they're kind of like in the middle of the day, so there's no excuse for, well, it's going to be a bad time zone for someone, but at least we can get everybody from NA, or at least most people from NA and most people from EU involved, which is always nice to see, because there's always kind of that trash talk between the regions, so good to see it settled here.
Yeah, but to be fair as well, because Super Jump is really the NA major, we did see recently Pounding Pool 50, the Pound Pool 50, something like that, or Squids or Squid 50, which was more EU favored in their time zone. So everyone has had the major so far. So it's pretty good for all of them. That it's basically major month. We can say that.
It's exciting to see for sure. Lots of teams just getting at it, and we saw, obviously Riptide this month. It already feels like in a way a distant memory, even though it was only a couple of weekends ago. And
Yeah.
same weekend, the UK Championships. I don't know if you caught the video by that SRB2 dude this afternoon, kind of recounting his UK Championship journey. It was definitely an entertaining one to watch.
So definitely it will be a shout out to watch that video if you get the chance. Support the the Splatooners or the content creators in that sphere. But we talked about Super Jump too. What about the map list? Because this map list for SOS seems kind of spicy.
Yeah, we are doing the Super Jump map list this week, and you can see some new faces. So I'm still kind of getting used to these maps. I think everybody is to some degree, but at least for now, we're taking a look at Splatzone's ship-shaped cargo and tower control there, and then we're also looking at Rainmaker, Crab Lake Capital, and Clan BlitZ as well. Have you played many games sets on those maps?
Rainmaker ship-shaped cargo. Oh man, what a trip. That map is so fun on that one, but it's so quick. But it makes sense while Splatoon the tower control is like that because it gives more time even though the map is so small. Well, for Rainmaker on Crab Lake, you need to go through the grates or you need to go through the left sneak. While for Clan BlitZ, it's going to be another scenario that you need to go straight through mid. We did see that in Switch Judging 51 actually recently as well. And we saw the chaos that it brewed. But what about you, Guru? Did you play any?
Yeah, I've started to play them a handful of times. I probably am most favored enjoying ship-shaped zones. It kind of, I mean, it's not quite the same, but it almost gives me slight the Reef vibes. Just kind of having like a big kind of bridge over top of the zone, and kind of sneak through zone and maybe make some flanks that way. So it's fun, and then tower control also kind of interesting on there. Crab Leg definitely is one that I'm still trying to figure out. Definitely feels a lot wider than I'd expect. Like there are times where I'm just kind of fighting someone and chasing them, and I think they're going off the map, but they actually just kind of they go into one of these pits that just kind of seem useless, but there are little opportunities to shark and hide and get out of trouble.
It's mostly is a basic getaway point, but as we see for the map list that's going to come out right next is going to be Tower Control, Inkbot, Mimic, Score George, and Clampets on Crowdleg, as we talk about it. But maybe it might be a good time to go for a little break.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
we'll take a break. You can see our teams are coming up here soon, and so we'll be back in just a bit for round 2. Hey, that was a short break. We're getting ready for round 2 in just a second. My name is Gregory. I'm here with Jorian, and we're going to get started real soon with Conductor Cap Incorporated versus Sub Power Up.
Yes,
Jorian, you ready for this?
Yes, this is totally waiting for Conductor, Cap Incorporated, and Sub Power Up. Not on a Squidic and Torrent round 2, even though that would be really cool. It would have been pretty funny to see that Junior Madness as before. But yeah. CCI for Sub Power Up. Sub Power Up didn't really play recently so far until now because, you know, what happened was school with college team, and CCI is actually a college team themselves, so how will this play out?
We'll have to get underway here. Oh, interesting choice seeing the Range Blaster and the Heavy Edit coming out on the side of CCI, and we see the Carbon Deco and the Tenebral, which we know is the common one for Sub Power Up, and already Gay School pushing up with that Tenebral, the Carbon also using that shield and immediately taking the Plat, but meanwhile there's a fight in mid close to the tower, so kind of a little split here.
Actually, that's not the common one, that's actually the Kraken Roller for the side of Sub Power Up, with the Slosher Decker going from Zigcaster with Magic actually playing it out, and I did think Magic did say that he heavily wants to push it because he likes it a lot, but we can see right now for Sub Power Up, with their experience so far, they are passing it to the first checkpoint, and they're playing aggressive all about, putting CCI into more or less a choke.
Yeah, so they were able to get to the first checkpoint pretty clear, but the second one not so easy as we have 4 members of CCI alive now. The Kraken's going to try to scramble them up here, and it looks like Sub Power Up is going to take advantage of that to go down. They are going to push the tower, but it looks like CCI is already able to take out the Tower Rider. This is going to be a big fight here. Magic on the Range Blaster does manage to get the kill, so now here's an opportunity for Sub Power Up to continue this push.
Yeah, but them continuing to push and Magic 8 Ball waiting for Wisdom to come into play and trying to get a kill on maybe Cammy, which actually does miss out on it, maybe, and actually still getting the double and getting the kill off the Blaster play, and also the edge going down as well. It looks like for Sub Power they can get the second checkpoint in a flash.
Yeah, interesting Sub Power Up, not really playing with what you'd say a traditional support player, so they have the shot riding the tower, but you know, not exactly the worst weapon to do that whenever they have the Inkzuka able to kind of pressure from afar. They're going to have to back up here for just a moment. They will be taken out though, so it's going to be Astrom's turn to ride the tower now to clear that first checkpoint. They're going to be the last up, but already a push down to 9 for sub power up.
Yeah, and also that crazy jump that they did, they actually saved them a little bit of time before they get cut off by, I think that was Mango, on the Stamper. But really for right now, as you said that they're not running a support kind of comp, they're running a more or less a one install comp actually, so it gives them at least one tool play.
Close fight, slow weapons, close fight, and slow weapons.
What?
Potential? What? I've never seen somebody jump onto that before.
What? Okay, what happened just there? Okay, no, we need an explanation from something about how that happened. But anyways, we see sub power up still going up to 7 in the tries to actually get a kill from Gasical, and we might be seeing a KO.
Yeah, just a few more points all they need. Gonna get the shot on tower, but Gasical, the last one alive, able to stay on the tower just long enough to get the KO. Game 1 goes sub power up.
And Mizu getting that last snipe on the Trizuka as well before getting killed off. Solid game, but what was Gasical doing?
You love to see just slow firing weapons in a close quarters fight like that, just dropping into an arena. Just love to see this.
Yes, the replay. We got this for this exact reason. This is beautiful. Okay, the one that had this happen.
I did not know you could jump onto those things. I don't know if they kind of got wedged between the umbrella shield and the wall, and that gave him enough momentum to jump up there, or if that's something you can just jump on your own. But they're kind of flying high, but it wasn't quite enough. The umbrella was able to win that fight.
I think it was they got boosted a little bit by the Bella, but because of the boost, they get tapped a little bit by the Bella, and that's why they were able to get up there. But at the same time, they get killed off because they tried to jump, and then they died because of the 10 Bella shield doing like 20% damage, if I remember correctly.
That sounds about right. So, pretty quick game. I mean, sub power up. They had their push stall, but Gasical able to, or actually, it was Estrom, the roller, who was able to just kind of stall things when they were the last person alive. That gave enough time for the rest of sub power up to jump back into Conductor Cap Incorporated's plat, which was able to just kind of let them regroup and continue their push rather than just have the tower go all the way back to mid and have to start from square one.
That is a really good recap of the whole match. Also, shout out to Purdue. Just had to say it. Shout out to Purdue. But anyways, score shows on Rainmaker. Again, a map we saw last round on Columbus, but now it's gonna be Rainmaker, a faster paced kind of mode, and you don't need to really stay calm on it.
Yeah, kind of crazy how we're gonna be seeing Tent Umbrella, I'm guessing again here. Not a weapon that you see very often, and yet both teams, both sets having it early on in this tournament. I'm expecting it to play a big role of Rainmaker here, especially kind of clearing space for that first checkpoint. And, you know, the points can really run quickly once you get towards that ramp up to the final pedestals. So if you're able to get the 10 shield there, the path is basically as wide as a 10 shield. So it's going to be pretty dangerous. If you're Conductor Cap Incorporated, you got to be ready to watch that setup coming and do what you can to stop it.
But definitely on the things for sure, I just said about the from the pedestal to the checkpoint, that whole area. It's basically the choke point, because every time that we saw any match that happens, you always get stopped by the pillow or by the barricade halfway. That's where people stall to, or people go from at least. So hopefully, if anyone can get past it, that might be CCI's chance to win this. Right over here.
We see the gold dynamo come out once again. Everybody just wants to promote super jump this weekend, so they're just playing the golden super jump weapon. You love to see it. We're gonna see also some LD on the side of Conductor Cap Incorporated. They're gonna go with a zap to give them some cooler this time around.
The ballpoint Nouveau actually calling him up some power as well. But as I said before, the Red Ringer on Rainmaker, which on the sample with Beef Slide, but this is the new sausage that came out in Splatoon 3 with the new season coming in play, or as people has been calling it, the Bias Launcher. We see the Mango popping off immediately getting 2 kills, but will it be coming to their favor as the tournament comes into play? And they do!
Yeah, doing some impressive work here with the Dread Ringer. And, you know, Reef Slider, I know maybe not the most popular thing, but, you know, if you're looking for something to deal with the 10 shield, there are worse options out there, that's for sure. So gonna have to try to deal with getting past this first checkpoint. As you can see, the 10 umbrella dropped into mid, so keeping an eye on them on the camera, but gonna have to go for this Rainmaker, and they will break the checkpoint, but it'll cost them their life.
Yeah, but as that happened, they will have to actually get the kill off for some power up, and they'll be able to get the checkpoint free.
And Gayskull going V10 here, gonna pop that Ink back, and that's gonna be just an easy checkpoint for sub power up. And this is dangerous here in a mode where, you know, they have the Vac, which is gonna pop this Rainmaker shield immediately, and we'll see if anybody from sub power up can kind of pick this up here, and they will at least get lead, but they're gonna be a little hesitant to keep up as the Dynamo Roller is gonna drop to try to defend this.
Certainly, but they get picked off by Ashram on the ball point, but also there's the back change once again.
This is bad. The Zap went down. Now the Vac is already out again. It gets filled up quickly, and now here comes that Reef Slider, but nobody misses the Rainmaker, so all of a sudden it's all the way down to 16.
Yeah, but that was a Suction Bomb kill though, and also the back once again getting another back, and they're able to pop the Rainmaker once again. Gayskull pushing it up to 9. CCI is basically backed up in the corner with all the pain, and also the super jumps going to their own base. They really need to try to coordinate specials and try to push up with the Zap, maybe with the Cooler, or maybe the Reef Slider as well.
Yeah, Gayskull's just getting greedy, just pushing it with that 10 shield, trying to go more, and so now finally CCI is going to pick up the Rainmaker rather than just letting it reset back there. I think they were getting a little nervous by all the pressure that sub power up was putting on, so want to be a little careful. They didn't want to have it just stolen out from under them. We're going to drop it to this right side here, and we see the Vac come out yet again from Astrom this time. I didn't realize double Vac on the side of sub power up.
Oh wait, they do? Oh wait, they do! Oh my gosh, that's a wipeout.
Yeah, double vac, more vacuums than hotel room service here. They're just able to just suck up all the ink that Conductor Cap is putting down. The Dynamo gonna only manage the trade here. And now Magic seeing what he can do with his turn with the Rainmaker. Probably gonna have to look out for this Dread Ring that's above him, but Teammate is able to take them out. So now just kind of stalling here. I mean, you got it to 9. No sense in giving Conductor Cap Incorporated any kind of momentum. So really just smart play, keeping safe, using the Rainmaker as a weapon at a part of the map where it's a pretty nice weapon to have.
The stall method, basically. It is working out really well for them as they again have 130 seconds on the clock, but 18 seconds left on the Rainmaker. Magic could try to go in for a little bit of a free ink technique as well, as if you pop it, you will respawn with your own ink, if I remember correctly, but I don't know 100% on that.
Yeah, if you're CCI, you gotta try to break this stalemate. You need to get some momentum swings in fast. I think the only way that's gonna come out is if you're able to get some fortunate Zuka shots to pick some members of sub power up off when they're not looking, but instead it's gonna be sub power up Zuka that comes out first. And he is gonna manage to take out the Rainmaker.
That perfect sniper Cork, and honestly who's been popping up pretty much so far in this whole set, helping all of sub power actually aggressing, getting a lot of the kills to help with Gayskull and help with the ball point from Ashram. They really have been the backbone of staying alive and being the supportive weapon they needed to do. And CCI, oh my gosh.
The Vac just ate that Reef Slider and then just got the revenge kill on it immediately. Cammy coming in, but it's gonna get taken out by, I believe, the Rainmaker shot just as they're going down.
By Cork. They just fell off the map just to do a little bit of a stalemate as well. Stalling in mid. Yeah. 50 seconds left though.
Gayskull has just been such a pest in spawn this entire game. Even though they go down there, just able to jump back in so quickly. But now, here's finally an opportunity that CCI hasn't really had much in this game. Some members of the side go down, but it's Magic there with the Slosher. Gonna put an end to that in a hurry, and it's gonna be sub power up, taking the game.
A perfect shutdown on a quick little game that they wanted to do, as they had so much pressure in this map anyways. So them ending it off this quickly, just it gives them the set, and now they are 2 up. Yep, they're 2 up.
That hurts for CCI. It looked like they maybe were gonna have an opportunity, because I noticed the shot on the side of sub power up was down, so at least at that point you don't have to worry about a stray Zuka shot just putting a quick end to your overtime push. But just nobody quite ready for Magic, just hanging on the snipe, and then 2 shots in the Slosher, all that was needed. Nice aim there, able to just get that kill nice and quick.
But to be fair though, the group is Group B. who's in the group? Cherry and Limeade. That's all I can say. Cherry and Limeade is in the group. So, like, we can see maybe a quick 3-0 and Cherry and Limeade going to Great White, but we're seeing of who is fighting for Hammerhead, and the group crew actually winning as well, being second in the set, being second in their group, which maybe
I mean,
has
don't
lost
speak
CCI.
too soon. Cherry Limeade is in a tie set right now against Goo Crew, so potential upset alert brewing. Gonna have to keep an eye on how that shakes out. But at the very least, you know, if you're somebody else in that group, even if Cherry Limeade able to take care of business there, you at least see if you're the team that faces them in round 3, which will be sub power up. You might see, hey, they might be a little vulnerable tonight. But
Yeah.
in the meantime, you got to take care of business here. Get ready for that set by getting the momentum, keeping that momentum, and just taking a 3-0 here. But CCI is gonna have something to say about that.
Yeah, again, this is all the fight for Hammerhead bracket for these teams. But we can see on Barnacle Time, this is Clan Blitz on Barnacle Time. Oh boy.
Yeah, Clan Blitz here. Still one that people are really trying to figure out how to optimize his pushes. But a Tenebrel gonna be a weapon, and he's just sharking right where the he's gonna take some damage before he finally pops up, but is gonna get taken out there by Jackie. And so now early advantage here for Conductor Cap Incorporated. Let's see if they're able to get some control of mid with this and get a power clam in place. But Bazooka's gonna come out on the side, but it looks like the Wavebreaker maybe got a kill there.
Yeah, again, we see for the sides of CCI, we do see the CDS, we do see the Wavebreaker come back, we see the Flame Set coming back, so they have a lot of spammy specials like S2, but we just see somehow it doesn't care, and they just have Gayskull jump in with the Tentacles and just wait. They're just sharking.
How did Gayskull get all the way there? How does the Tenebrella flank through? I mean, you have to go through mid on this map, right? How did he get there? And then nice communication there by sub power up. Ready with the jump. They aren't able to follow up fully, but we see the Kraken go after the Reef Spider. I don't think I've ever seen that interaction. Astrom gave it a good try, but had to wait for the ride to end before they were able to get the kill.
The shark and the fish kind of bait kind of thing that just happened for H2 and the Reef Spider player as well. But talk about the ball again. That kill at start was the huge thing that all that mattered. So really they just followed up from there, and we could see the pops going in, but the 2 balls coming in as well. Gayskull is still there, one that missed.
Oh no!
They beat the top.
An incompletion, not the elite accuracy that you want from an elite quarterback. So gonna have to deal with only 67, and you know, if you're CCI, maybe you can take advantage of this. Cammy's gonna try to do just that, able to pick off Magic, but gonna pop the missiles while they're kind of stuck in a corner. That seemed like maybe popping a panic special there. Gayskull able to take advantage, and now Astrom able to just continue this. And now, you know, they have so many beacons and stuff, so sub power up is just able to, even when they die, they're just back in so fast.
Yeah, and who knows if they have any kind of quick respawn. We know Magic does because of Blazing Slosher, but for anyone else, they might have having that. They have no LD, well, they don't have no cooler. They're just playing off that they know they can wait a little bit. And that's all that matters. They're playing for specials.
Nice play there by Astrom, and so now Magic under the basket, trying to clean things up, get a few more clams in. We see the Zuka come out. Really good job just staggering all these specials as we're going to go back for more clams. Looks like they finally don't want these pushes to stall so early, so trying to make this one a big one. Astrom finally does get taken down, so maybe an opportunity to stop this push. But Gayskull's just still on their base, just wreaking havoc, and now Magic joins the party with the Zipcaster. Gonna get a nice kill, so just really hard for CCI to just get out of this this lockout here.
This lockout that they're having trouble to get off, though, they're not gonna get knocked out. That's the main thing that we can see from this. So even though they're getting locked out, they still have a chance to fight because, you know, there's a clan blitz and the stalemate is huge on this mode. And also this is kind of that one push map basically. As you see Core just pushing in with another clam, and we see Magic coming in with another clam again, but the Reach Side coming into play. But Gay with the jump in, almost maybe, yeah, 6 points.
That was a really hard score there by Magic. It's hard to react to when you need to throw the ball basically straight up because your landing is right in her basket, but able to do just that. So Nice accuracy on his part. But you see Gayskull already just by himself going for that flank again. I don't know if CCI is aware if they just don't care anymore because they, you know, at a certain point, if you need to come back, you need to score. So maybe you don't worry about the guy on the flank so much because you need to worry about some offense on your end. But they're going to get taken out in mid, so whether they like it or not, they're going to have to be sent to spawn.
No one can really play against any Bella right now. We can see that, but again, with 50 seconds left on the clock, Sub Power Up just needs to stall, or CCI needs to get at least a couple clamps or maybe a wipe to get the win. We see CCI getting to kill off the slot of match, the Flanger going down to no missiles. So with the Dreadbringer having the, you know, the Reach Starter coming out, do they have any balls though? No, because Sub Power Up has both.
And we see Sub Power Up just snuck in yet another jump. They just keep on getting behind Conductor Cap Incorporated somehow, and just sneakily gonna put this one to an end with the knockout.
What's that Gayskull again? We saw Ashram there, but who was the jump?
Yeah, I don't know if maybe it was just a beacon that got left behind. I'm gonna assume Gayskull because he was just basically playing the entire game in CCI's spawn. You can't fault many players in this game for not really being familiar with the Tenterbrella matchup, especially if you're somebody who didn't play Splatoon 2. I feel like that weapon was kind of rare in that game, but definitely a lot more rare in this game. So, you know, really works in Sub Power Up's favor to have somebody who's just a total specialist with that weapon to catch a lot of teams off guard.
Yeah, as we see so many times on Twitter and so many on said on lands that Bella is broken online, but on offline it's a beautiful thing to see. But if you're online and you're a specialist, like you said before, it is beautiful to see them play out and know the techniques. But that does end up to be kind of one trick kind of scenario. But it could be a good or bad scenario. And good.
I maybe called it, but Group E now totally wide open as Gukru did take the win there. So now they are 2-0 in the group. They are the only 2-0 team in that group. They still have to face, it looks like in round 3, they're going to have to do battle with Conductor Cap Incorporated. So maybe of all teams, Gukru, sneaky little team here that may upset not only one team, but their entire group making top cuts. So that's going to be a story to watch as the night goes on. If they can complete this pretty improbable run here.
Who's the pickup? Who's that pickup? That's the main question. But we'll see that in Game Right Bracket, so we don't need to say that now. We'll see that later.
Yeah, right now our hats off to Sub Power Up, getting the job done, and really just great coordination as a team, great communication. It's one thing to have somebody just going nuts in the enemy base, but if you're not communicating, if you're not getting jumps in to score points, then it's really easy for all that effort to go to waste. We saw Sub Power Up just able to capitalize on the space that was being taken and just keep the pressure on CCI the entire set.
Bossy, that's what just a GG's and a great set for Sub Power Up Bossy. That's all we can say from that. But now moving on to round 3 of groups.
Yeah, we're going to get round 3 underway in just a bit, so in the meantime, we do have our team selected there. We're going to take just a quick break, but stick around. One more round of groups to go, and we'll see you soon.
Yep. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back everyone to round 3 of Swimmer Sync 123. I'm here with Greg. And this is Indigo vs Octoblitz, a new team versus an old team. And if anyone from Splatoon stream is here because yeah, we know what happened with the stream. Welcome to IPL! Great to have you here. Welcome to Twitch. But anyways, Greg, why don't we talk about the teams? Or you talk about the teams.
Yeah, so kind of two teams who, as you said, one old, one new, but kind of similar in the sense that from the Ink Up, we have Arctic BlitZ that won the 36th edition of that tournament, and then just following up with that, Indigo won the 39th edition of From the Ink Up. So both have that nice gold from the Ink Up medal that they're polishing, but have to put that on the trophy shelf for now as they're in SOS battling it out here round 3 of our group stage.
Again, for SOS to compare to From the Ink Up, you have a cap of this 7. So we know these teams are better than Lib 7. But for SOS, you have the open cap of going from, you know, Div X to whatever. So these teams are being smashed up together as this is round 3. We did see that they might have been having a walkie kind of SOS, but this might be their first SOS in a while. I definitely know for sure that for Octoblitz, they've never been in SOS for a while, so it's kind of good to see them playing back again.
Yeah, and so we'll get started on Hagglefish Market, Splat Zones, tried and true Splatoon 3 map. I said it feels like pretty much every scrim I play starts on this map, at least early on, so everybody's pretty familiar with it. We're going to see coming out the E-Leader going to do battle with the ballpoint, and both teams rocking the S-Blast. Love to see it.
S-Blast with the Reef Slider, basically version 4.1? Yeah, let's say that. But anyways, throwing into the side, we see Indigo having most of the ink clams, but we see for Octoblitz as well, they have a little bit of a start too, but because of range diff from the E-Leader from the side of Indigo, we see that they cap themselves first.
Oh yeah, sneaky play there by the S-Blast, able to take out the ballpoint on the grates. So early 2v2 situation, we see Jay pushing up and hits that direct, a nice shot.
Joy gets indirect by Jay, which is pretty huge, yep, as you said recently. But Reef Slider, though, coming to play for Jay, they can play it up, but they went over aggression, and they lose the Reef Slider for cap of zone really, but also the Wave Maker does come out.
Yeah, a little greedy, hit the first shot with the blaster, but couldn't quite confirm the kill as much as they wanted. It left them vulnerable, but not really hurting their team too much as a result, as Indigo already got it down to 30. But two of them do go down. This is an opportunity for Arctic BlitZ to try to get the zone cap here and get a penalty out.
Well, what they do instead for Samuel, they try to go for the E-Leader instead of captain zone pretty quickly, so they lose a little bit of 3 points there. But we see for the Trizooka though, they try to push up on the side of Indigo's pace, but for right now with the Tri-Jets coming out too, there's going to be some deficit, but no S-Bus on either side.
Yeah, we see couple of quick kills, so Arctic BlitZ is gonna be able to make this push a substantial one, as right now some members of Indigo are trickling in. This is a dangerous situation as another one goes down, so that's gonna be basically a clean wipe. They're all gonna have to regroup from spawn, and probably a lead change gonna come in the side of Arctic BlitZ.
Yeah, soon enough, if we don't see Indigo try to push up coming back, but we see the Tri-Jet coming up once again, but it doesn't cap enough as they under-aim it. But for the J coming in with Restarter, again doesn't cap it surprisingly because of the support of the S-Flash, but 2 down inside of Indigo once again, but they do cap the zone finally, once and for all.
Now we see Troy pushing in. They're gonna get taken out, so now with the power of the cooler, it's gonna be Indigo taking space here. We see the leader trying to line up some shots on the ballpoint, not able to do it, so gonna watch these flanks here. Very smart ink mine placement to be able to see that, is trying to flush out this last member of Arctic BlitZ stuck in the corner. They are able to take them out.
Yeah, with them going out, we see the 2 down on the BlitZ, and actually we see the penalty coming down from Indigo as well, as they have no penalty basically anymore. The Waymaker does come out before we see the mines going on in from Mags, seeing them getting some snipes as well. We see basically Arctic BlitZ trying to go in a little bit too hesitantly, as we see that, you know, the S-Blast and Neeler is still in play when they go.
Yeah, just some important little picks here as Indigo just able to take out members of Arctic Blitz before they're even able to drop and attempt to take the zone, let alone get their specials off. We saw the S-Blast was the first member to go down, and really important in a zone situation to take out that Reef Slider player early to prevent any kind of zone cheese there. So solid game. Got a little scary there when they were trying to retake, but second try was the charm for uh, Indigo to get that retake and then just hang on to the zone.
The only thing you could say is tunnel vision at some points. You need to remember that you need to coordinate at times instead of going super aggro. And that might have been what Octoplit's kind of done. They kind of panicked for a little bit and then they went super aggro instead of trying to hold back in a certain time. But for Indigo, they took that fault and took it to full execution. And that's how they got the first game on spot zones on Hackerfish Market, aka spot zones on the Reef, spot zones on any kind of map that could be a stalemate.
Yeah, and so we're gonna go someplace brand new as of this season. We're headed next to Shipshape Cargo. We were talking about a little earlier, tower control. Bit of a interesting kind of tower situation as that first checkpoint is elevated, but it's a little hard to, if you're the pushing team, kind of clear the enemies out of that top left area at the start. But once you're able to get it, it's a little hard for them to defend that first checkpoint. The second checkpoint, on the other hand, things get a little more dicey there as they do have the elevation advantage on you.
The map does seem like a kind of revamp of tower control on... What was that map in S2 that was inside a museum?
Oh,
that map.
Schellendorf Institute.
Schellendorf. Yeah, Schellendorf Institute. It kind of looks like that kind of map also as well. It kind of reminds me of Bluefin Depot. About the tower going to mid and then going to one side and then going to your base. It does kind of recollection about that. And okay, no, not Bluefin Depot. Hammerhead Bridge. That's the map it kind of looks like for tower control as well in S1.
Yeah, it is an interesting situation where the first checkpoint is kind of on that edge of the map, so if somebody has like a booyah bomb or something, they can kind of really engulf the tower and force people to have to really back up or potentially risk falling off of the map. We're always going to see, well, we will see a booyah bomb come out on the side of Arctic Blitz thanks to their sloshing machine, but teams changing it up. We see the 96 gal on the side of Indigo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, nice call on saying about the sloshing machine because that's a really good call with the ballpoint as well inside Octoplitz. So they have more of a range and they have more technical bombs that they can throw at the side of Indigo. While on the side of Indigo, they're going basically the same mode. The Tri-Slaughter is new. The 96 that you said as well is new as well with the vacuum.
Oh, 96 trying to shoot the sync jet out of the sky, but the RNG not being kind to them. Fluffy able to survive that. Now this could be a chance for Arctic Blitz to get some points on the board early.
With points on the board early, they're going to go to the left, but they get sneaked out.
That was gets two players there.
That was the ballpoint. Jesus.
He's getting it done. Wow, just what a momentum halter there. Two players, but there's that booyah bomb. Very hard to escape that when you're on the grates. Swimming just not really an option for you, and so now Arctic Blitz able to recover, and it looks like they're going to be able to get this first checkpoint pretty easily.
Yeah, pretty easily, as we see there's like 3 seconds left on the checkpoint timer to stall out, and they do. The Inkcorporated is ready, the Inkjet is ready, the Blaster is ready, but I think that was way big that they do pull out. And now that they can get to second checkpoint pretty free because of that too, with the Inkjet coming in play as well, 2 down on the side of Indigo. This might be going to the game 3.
See a nice pick there. Anytime the Blaster is near the tower, that's priority number 1 to get them out of there. But we see the range from Jordan. Look at all the intensify action they were running on that build. Not letting the jump RNG mess with them at all.
Yeah, but Joy is being true to his name and splatting everyone in his path. They make it to the last checkpoint where the main make it better solos, but at the 5-second clock left, if Sammy, oh no, there's a DC.
Oh no. So yeah, we think Arctic Blitz with such a lead advantage, it's not like Indigo has pushed too much. I would think that they should be able to get a replay here, but it looks like both teams, at least for now, playing it out.
We love Spectrum Internet. It's saying from Jordan because Jordan is the one who DC'd, and also he's a streamer as well. So yeah, we love Jordan. We love Spectrum Internet. Thank you, Wi-Fi. Anyways, again, all we need to play inside of Indigo is they need to basically stagger up and basically go 4v1, as we see right now that they're doing. But for the side of Ultra BlitZ, they just need to do what they can't do before and try to go in blindly. They need to go in all specials. They need to play like S2.
Yeah, so now, yeah, basically just gotta hold it out. At least, you know, if you have to defend a lead, a man down, you can't ask for a much better lead than a push to 2, but Indigo quickly pushing up. They're gonna need specials to get him out of there, but 2 members go down. This Inkjet's gonna be huge, has to get something here. Able to get 1, but that player was cooler, so not really gonna be able to do too much as Jay's able to camp the landing, and now just kind of has to make some desperation plays here, see if the machine can kind of get some people off tower. 1 member does go down on the tower. It looks like it is Sammy making some plays, gonna force the Reef Slider to come out. So now 2v2 situation. It looks like they might be able to win this as long as the machine's able to just keep the tower pressure on.
The machine has to try to solve it the best they can, but we see with the ball staying on tower, that'll be it.
Ooh. It will be the game going to Indigo.
It's really unfortunate. That was a crucial game for them. And it's basically over in a flash. We see that Indigo is going to be making it to Maker Bracket. And on the side of Octop, they're going to be going to Lantern Bracket.
Yeah, so play all 3. We'll get one more game between these 2 teams. Hopefully Droid can join us back here to finish out the set, but yeah, just unfortunate. You can see this map. We saw, you know, both teams able to sustain a push. Granted, one was a 4v3, but map can be a little snowbally, it looks like, once you're able to at least clear that final checkpoint.
Yeah. But as we just try to wait for now to see if Droid really can come in. Yeah, next time's gonna be maybe going to Spillway. But as we wait for that to happen, why not we talk about something that's coming up this weekend again?
Yeah, just to remind everybody, Super Jump 3. I have to stop myself every time I want to say Super Jump, but it is Super Jump. Super Jump, J-U-M-P. Super Jump 3 is coming up this weekend, and the action is going to be all here on IPL once again, so make sure you play, and at least if you're not going to play, then tune in. It's going to be 2 days of some crazy Splatoon action, so definitely check it out this weekend.
And also about Super Jump as well, how many teams have signed up for Super Jump so far? It's 121 teams. So it's a pretty good result on how many teams are going to be showing up. Basically, we're going to be having at least 16 or 32 teams per bracket because it is a 2-tier system just like Low Ink. Day 1 is going to be all pools, and then Day 2 is going to be your own bracket from Alpha to Espelon.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting and nice. Over 100 teams like that. Very good to get, because I know a lot of times it is hard to get enough people, round people up for 2 days. So, but these teams they want to compete in a major like this. So everybody's making a priority to sign up, get involved. So it's going to be interesting to see how these sets turn out.
Hey, look at that, game 3 and Droid came back, hopefully. Yeah, they are. Well, no memes going aside, just like game 1 with Honda Squidic and, you know, Torrent, and natural comp. We see the Tri-Saucer, we see the Sword, we see the Ballpoint, we see the 52, we see the Blaster, we see the Slide Machine, we see the Ballpoint, and we see a Flash Shot with the Saucer Machine and 52 got going down immediately.
Yeah, so interesting here, both teams. Usually this is one map where things can kind of get fast in a hurry, but both teams just trading out of members, so just gonna stall. But it looks like Arctic BlitZ is gonna give up a little bit of ground, but that's just to get the Zook out. They are able to get one, but another one of their members goes down, and now we see Jay just diving in and making some plays here with this 52 gal, just looking for the last member. They find them, but not quite how they want to, as Fluffy is able to take Jay out.
Yeah, but Fluffy going 1v1 on this Inkjet, that actually is Mags, the ballplay player himself, or themselves. They actually failed to do so on kills, but able to stall him out. So we see on the side of Octoplace with 2 down once again, Indigo will be able to, you know, pop the Rainmaker and then go into the next pedestal.
Yeah, Indigo tried to sneak the Rainmaker there at the podium, but Sammy getting a double with the Inkzuka there. Yeah, I like the play by Indigo earlier, trying to sneak the Rainmaker over that checkpoint as everybody was kind of distracted fighting in mid, but just weren't quite able to get it fast enough to break the checkpoint, so no harm, no foul if your Arctic BlitZ can try to take out... Oh, nice shot there by the Rainmaker to take out the Zipcaster. But they do have an opportunity here to push. We'll see what checkpoint they opt for.
They mostly would want to go for the left one because that's the most safe route, but we see the Inkjet on the side of Max actually getting killed off. They can push up back even more, but they can getting killed off by one of the sword players actually, I think. Or the Trash Toaster.
Oh yeah, so it will just be the Rainmaker gets held up in mid, so quick pop by Indigo. They're actually going to go for the right checkpoint here. It looks like, right in front of them. They're just going to take it, and they will have to trade their life out for it, but, finally a checkpoint is broken here.
Yeah, but the checkpoint being broken, Fluffy getting a kill, still 2 down inside Dr. BlitZ, basically being a man down. It's not what we want to see on their side, but for Indigo though, them getting killed off by the Trizuka, but still being a little bit stalled out for specials. We need to see for the side of Dr. BlitZ that they need to try to find someone who can progress it far enough, mostly Droid and the Splash Shot player, which is mostly going to be Sammy.
And so now Rainmaker just resets to mid. It looks like it's still in the favor of Indigo, just holding mid right now, but we see just that bomb pressure from Arctic BlitZ. Gonna have to back them up just a little bit. Now the Wavebreaker marks them, and then the ballpoint's able to finish off that kill. Let's see if Indigo can push off at that as Trizuka is able to get a kill as well. Here comes the Inkjet. Looks like we have an Inkjet battle.
Yeah, but listening to that faith that Arctic BlitZ actually does get a kill, but they were playing off pretty hesitantly, so they weren't able to really capitalize on the push as they do it now. But once we see Droid just soloing going left, maybe be able to kill the checkpoint unless the sword has something to say about it, but they don't.
Yeah, that burst bomb just wasn't able to connect or do enough damage to Droid. And
Oh, that would have been enough that fight there.
I thought Fluffy with a drop roller was going to roll right off the map, but instead they were able to grab the Rainmaker, and get it all the way to 25.
Yeah, that's a really good push on the side of Octoplay, but they won't be able to hold it on this map, because again, we saw what happened last map. They were able to hold, but not for that long as they made it to 26 left, but if we see all 4 players staying still, they might be able to hold it this time.
Jay trying to locate out some members, but it's going to get taken out by that suction bomb, so Indigo going to have a little rough time pushing here. Has to deal with the shot player, and here comes the Zuka, already going to be weak to that, but Mag's trying to clear out some space here.
Mag's getting them angles and not getting the kill off the Trizuka, and also getting another player down inside our play. It's going to be only Fluffy getting the kill on the Rainmaker, and maybe getting a double there. They do get the double!
Oh, what a clutch Inkjet by Fluffy, the last player alive, able to take out the Rainmaker and then take out 2 more, stopping the push from Indigo, preserving the lead for Arctic BlitZ. Huge play here with only 40 seconds left.
Like the 40 seconds left on the clock, all they really need to do is just stay still. Again, as I mentioned before, they need to stall out to get the kill off the sword, to get the skill off the 52. There's only 2 more left, and that's going to be Mag, and that's going to be the Tricer as well, but they get killed off. Mag being the last one with the jet, actually. They might be able to clutch it up as they did before. They do.
Yeah, the Inkjets are crisp today on both sides. But here comes the Zuka. Janakai clears with space. Mags doesn't dare turn that corner until the Trizuka is done with.
But he knows what he needs to do when to kill off the Rainmaker when they pop it, but actually, Indigo doesn't have the chance to pop it.
Yeah, so it is going to be Arctic BlitZ taking the win here for Game 3, but it's going to be Indigo who takes the set. Really nice, well-fought set by both teams.
If some people says anything about it too, let's just say it's a 1.5 to 1. If some people say about it, let's just say it's 1.5 to 1. But still, either way, we know that these teams can fight. We saw Arctic BlitZ in Game 2 making it down to 2. Having the momentum shift right there before internet issues happen, and we see them get the win here. So Indigo has more stalemate advantage, while we see for Arctic BlitZ they have more better, aggressive push advantages. So maybe, if you want to see them play again, they should even go to something like IPL Versus by JPEG.
Yeah, I'm excited for that series. I'm eagerly checking Twitter to see, what are going to be the first first teams matched up. I'm really excited. I like the idea of having kind of like a premier, you know, match of the month, match of the week kind of thing. So, you know, potential rivalries brewing, especially with Ludi coming up. I'm interested to see some rivalries get settled in that series for sure.
Yeah, hey, yo, captains of these two teams, can you maybe set that up with JPEG? Eh? Eh? Maybe not. But anyways, going to the last kind of bracket stages of Group of Nessie Pools, we see that all matches are basically done. Other than Galaxy Squids and Game Money Up, which is actually a pretty huge match because they're 1-1.
Yeah, so basically just waiting on those two, but we see some other results in there. Fair share of 3-0s across the board, but a few 2-1 sets that look like they came down to the wire. But that is basically going to wrap us up for Nessie's pools here, so we'll get ready for Top Cut soon. We're going to be handing it off to Broken Pinky and IMAD on the stream. Jordan, where can the people find you?
Well, actually, that's the funny thing, bitch. We're going to be here for one more round, actually.
Oh, we will be. That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, we're going to be here for round 1, and then after that, we're going to be chopping over to Pinky and IMADs.
Nice, nice. I didn't realize. Well, sorry about that. All of the Broken Pinky and IMAD fans are going to have to suffer with us for just a little bit longer.
Suffer?
Hopefully it won't be too much of a wait. No.
Like, suffer, you mean, casually enjoy us as we, could be, going to another land sometime soon, who knows?
For sure, that'd be great. It was great seeing everybody at Riptide and stuff, and it'll be nice to hopefully see people at other events in the future.
Yeah, it's kind of such that the big house got cancelled, but the next event is going to be coming underway soon enough. Like Super Jump.
Yeah, Super Jump, not quite a LAN. Hey, get some friends together, go over their house, and have the LAN experience. At home, you can play Super Jump online, but with all your buddies in the same room, that might be a little hard. But hey, where there's a will, there's a way.
Hey, who knows? There could be like some kind of LAN event, like some kind of LAN social, and there could be a Super Jump watch party.
I mean, there are so many locals popping up. It is funny to just see like how everybody's kind of connecting now. It's great to see. You don't have to necessarily wait for these once or twice a year major LAN events. You can just have these kind of smaller things closer to you. So it's really exciting to see that because it is just great seeing everybody get together.
Yeah, from Ontario to New York to SoCal to I think Texas or something nearby there. Yeah, like all of those by Splatoon like players themselves talking to companies or like talking to like local LAN centers and playing it out from there. It's great to see that Splatoon is getting out there to randoms who don't even know about it or it's PC oriented.
For sure. And I might have to have a little Super Jump watch party. It's gonna be fun to see for sure. Like I'm excited to see some of these top teams that are playing in that, what they bring to the table.
Yeah. Just like, Cherry and Limeade who signed up for it already. There's some other people Spark too. Whoa, and even Pony Strikes is even playing in this tournament as well, and Trip Hazard. So many recognizable teams.
Yeah, Conductor Cap Incorporated that we just saw on stream, they're gonna be around. There's a lot of teams from just top to bottom. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Rabbit, Boston Squid Party, who's actually going to be playing the final tournament now. Spade Esports, Demo IHOP, who popped off recently in Riptide as well.
Yeah, we have Arctic Blitz again, another team that we just saw, and then right next to them on the signups is Jackpot. So it's gonna be everybody. I'm excited to see Alliance Rogue as well. I'd really like to see them face off against Jackpot. I feel like it's kind of, I don't know. If every time we go more than like 2 weeks without seeing them go against each other, I feel like it's been too long.
Yeah, definitely going from the Exchange and Resurgence League and going from the upset that happened last week that everyone talked about from the Alliance Rogue, they need something to prove, and that might be beating Jackpot.
For sure. I know Alliance Rogue's gonna want to get sharp because those European Championships are right around the corner. So it's going to be really interesting to see these. I'm really interested to see, the NA teams. They had their big championships, and now things are kind of, in a bit of a lull period. Whereas the EU teams, I feel like, are just ramping up to get ready for their championship.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Are they going to get sharp or are they going to get sparked by Spark?
That is true. Yeah, Spark with the big win for the UK Championships. So, gonna be interested to see. I don't think I saw them signed up, but maybe they're just dragging their feet a little bit. I'd like to see them this weekend, but in the meantime, maybe while we're on a break here, if you're playing on Spark or if you play Freddy Team, while we're waiting for Great White to start, go ahead and sign up for Super Jump. And
yeah,
in the meantime, we'll be back in just a bit.
yeah.
Welcome back, everybody, to Swim or Sink 1, 2, 3. My name is Greg. I'm joined here by Jordan, and we're getting ready for Great White here. Start of our top 16 bracket. We're gonna have Galaxy Squids versus Octopi. What do you expect to see here?
So, Galaxy Squids is the winners of the recently White Man Legacy, which has been went to a game 10 against Torrent, and they won against that team game 10 scenario. So Galaxy Squids has a lot on their back about how good they play, but now it's up to the big boys. Octopi, with Octopi having a pretty huge roster: Potato, Torrent, Dinler, Lemon, Gus, Luna, and Rose. Again, Octopi has been popping off ever since the start of 2022 when this team has started. From the low wing to now, picking up Gus, pick up Luna, pick up like having Rose to the start, then Potatoes to the start. They even went to Red as well. So it's gonna be basically the true competition of how Galaxy Squids can hold up. Will they have another upset like last week of a certain team? Or will they be put into place with Octopi?
Yeah, I know Potato plays a mean charger, so gonna be interested to see if that comes into play here on our first map, which is again a new map for everybody. Crab Lake Capital Clan Blitz. Try saying that a bunch of times fast. Gonna see. I kind of like, many routes to push here, so I think a lot of weapons can be viable just depending on which route you prefer. We're gonna see Potato going with the Snipe Rider as their charger of choice. Gonna have to deal with Desper on the Bamboo.
Yep, and also want you to know as well, if you can see from Galaxy Squids, they do have a sub, and that's going to be from the Final Reckoning. Ash should be Ash. Well, let's say they didn't say that, but yeah, Crab Lake Central, the Great is a full top, on the bottom is all pink, so it's on you to decide if you want to go in or you want to stay still.
Interesting, we saw the loadouts there. Triple Ninja Squid on the side of Octopi. All their frontliners using it. A little strange maybe for Clan Blitz, especially they're running a cooler, so they're going to be a little exposed with that, and anybody who's holding the football is going to be exposed. But in the meantime, Rose got a really clutch stop there to temporarily stop this ball. Galaxy Squids is going to be able to pick it up and open up this basket. Cheesy just throws in a ton of clams to get it all the way down to 56 at the start.
Yeah, and the one thing to know as well
Goldie just needs one?
Yeah, they pop it off. Again, the one thing to know in Galaxy Squids, you say the Octopi has all Ninja Squid, but the reason why they're all going to be swinging on the bottom, well, for the side of Octopi, we saw for the Bamboo that they had, and for everyone else, they went on the top, so they're really going to go for push forward. Method for Octopi, they're going to be winning on the side of, Splatoon. They have the double Trizuka, they have a Snipe Fighter for Cooler, they have the Sausage Machine for Inkling. They're going to wait for the special to go, but for Galaxy Squids, they don't care. They're just going to try to buff in. They're going to go in with the Viper. They're going in with the goalies with the Splash Drop. Going in for non-score right now.
Wow, just totally swarming that last member of Octopi. Now spacing them out again with the Inkzuka. Goldie going to throw in some more clams, and the penalty is totally broken. They're scoring brand new points here. All the way down to 13 now. It's still the end zap alive somewhere. Looks like they're backing up in mid. They pop the cooler to just try to hang on to some space and give themselves a little bit of speed to try to maybe get out of here, but Luna's gonna hunt them down.
You really cannot stop the pressure that we see from Galaxy Squids. Getting another 3 down on the side of Octopi. So with Cheesy again going leader for the push, but the Trizuka actually almost stopping the drive, but it fails. We see the Ash is actually going to be trying to throw for the final clam ball for the rest of the side of, Galaxy Squids are going to score in more clams, maybe. Hopefully.
Yeah, you don't need much, but that basket is going to close fast if they're not able to get anything in. Looks like they won't, so temporarily relief, but the penalty and the score down to 13, so Octopi is not going to be able to give up any more pushes like that.
And that was a little bit of a funny bomb kill from Goldie, with the Trizuka again coming in play. The Bamboo going down, there's the ton of Viper actually going down as well. It might be the staggered Galaxy Squids that Octopi doesn't want to see, so they can push him now, with the Trizuka coming into play for both players.
Yeah, Luna gonna be the first one to pop. Actually, they'll pop it at the same time, but it looks like maybe only able to find the Bamboo's the only player that went down on the side of Galaxy Squid, so not able to get much with those Zukas. Gonna have to try to fight on their own, but gonna get swarmed here by the Galaxy Squids.
Maybe Octopi's plan was for Galaxy Squid to get pushed back, so actually the Tri-Slot here from Luna can, well, by most, I mean, can actually bust them all out, but it doesn't look like that's going to come to clutch. Cheesy with the ball might be the final one to come in and finish the whole game, but Ash is trying to go in from the side. But no.
Yeah, maybe just almost need to throw that ball away. You only need 2 small clams to end it, but you know, now maybe good to hang on to the ball because all you need is to get that in and the game's over. So the pressure is on Octopi right now. Let's see if they're able to get out of here. They are able to clear out some mids, so able to take some space now. They do have a lot of clams at their disposal. One member does go down though. Looks like to an Inkzuka from Galaxy Squids. Again, they're going to try to push up here, but I'm facing immediate pressure from the bombs and everything is getting pushed back. Let's see, Luna going to get a nice shot there with the Inkjet taking out, or Inkzuka taking out the bamboo. Now trying to help out their friend in mid. It's going to get one, but going to have to deal with the Ultra Stamp. The Ultra Stamp will finish off Luna.
Ash again getting the crucial puts that they need on Octopi with 45 seconds left on the clock. We see that for Octopi, they've really been playing a lot of spaced out than they usually do. Off inside the Galaxy Squid, they're playing all together and rushing up, and that's what they can handle against Octopi at least. But with 2 down, again, Ash needs to throw that ball in. Someone needs to throw the ball in. That would be game over.
And Luna camping that jump there with the suction bomb, perfect timing. So, you know, it's going to have to take a monster push here with only 20 seconds left for Octopi to pull this one out. But getting the job done here as members just kind of go into mid with sneak pass. It is going to be 16 clams on the side of Octopi as they try to get this push going. Going to try to push in with the Inkzuka ready. Nice shot there by Luna again. Going to take out Goldie. Gets another one. Cheesy down. So now 2 down. Let's see if they can make something happen here. But it's this Wiper just in their way. So going to often take this left path. Hey, this map has options, but already on the respawn. Goldie gets the revenge. Going to take out Luna, and that might just end Octopi's chances here.
With a hammer to the face, that's going to seal the deal. And we see Galaxy Squid mostly getting the first one with the Wipeout as well. Galaxy Squids against Octopi. Maybe making it out to Great White round 2. Another low-level blowing this time around.
It's really impressed by the Wiper play on the side of, I believe that was Anch on the Wiper. Just good job of, you know, when 2 members of Galaxy Squids went down there at the very end, they were to be such a distraction and make it so bought some time for Goldie and the other member to respawn. Because, I mean, Octopi had a 4v2 advantage there, the game on the line, but just couldn't get through that Wiper in order to open up the basket, and that just, again, didn't need to get a ton of kills there, but able to just buy time for their teammates to respawn, and the teammates did come in and get the kills, so just really, really smart play, smart teamwork there on the side of Galaxy Squids.
Yeah, again, with Oreo being not here, kind of unfortunate that they're not here, but them having Ash to come in, maybe that's Galaxy Squid's push for them to be more aggressive, which is not being, which Octopi cannot handle for it. But again, that was only game 1. They need to adapt to it, which maybe now they know what they're going to play. Octopi can adapt to this because they are usually pretty good to get out into game 3s. But don't take that on me. Hopefully they do that. But yeah, want to go on Diamond Spot songs.
Yeah, these teams readied up pretty quickly, so we're going to see Potato this time go with the ZNF Charger. So ditching the pencil instead. Team is going to opt for coolers coming from the Tri-Slosher instead. And again, still rocking 2 members with Ninja Squid, both of the shots on the side of Octopi. And meanwhile, Desper just going to stick with that bamboo to try to counter that.
Cool alive on the side of Galaxy Squids as well, but they did cut off immediately by Potato. So Potato Snipes might be going to 100% on this flat side of the map, which is going to go down, but they try to do double coming back again. Who knows if that matters depending on angles.
And Potato warming up a little bit. Yeah, it's not a reference to Hot Potato or anything, but getting 2 nice picks, and so now able to just take this space here, going to try to zone out, but the very end of the Killer Whale is going to take him out, but a teammate trades them and a teammate trades them. Just a lot of fighting going on in mid. Everybody going down, everybody's coolers going back quickly, and at the end of it all, it's going to be a full wipe, so Galaxy Squids is going to get the advantage here, and Anch pushing up pretty aggressively, but going to have to back up. I think they wanted to take the block and get into that top left, but Potato deterring them from doing that.
That and also the Trizuka madness that came up by the side of Octopi once again, as we usually see. Again, coming back into play with the Tri-Set coming in from Potato, there might be the chance to push, but again, with the Viper only going down, the Killway can come out from the Bamboo. On the side of Galaxy Squid, there might be the chance for Galaxy Squid to stay capitals up with 2 down.
Oh, and then Potato gets the pick, so now 2v2. Another member goes down, Octopi, they're going to have to jump in. There's just everybody's jumping in and want to win this fight. This might be the game here, honestly, if Galaxy Squids can hang on, but 3 of them go down. It's just going to be desperate. He's going to go down as well, so Octopi staying alive and getting the wipe out.
During this whole time though, shout out to Potato. They have been popping up in every snipe so far. And it's been super huge for all the pushes, but again, against the aggression that we see up for Galaxy Squids with the Bamboo, with the shot, with the Viper all together, with the cool combo, they've been going nuts on it, but now Galaxy Squid might be the one that is stacking a little bit, trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah, they weren't able to get much with their Stamper. Their Ultra Stamp got taken out, but they were cooler, so the Stamp is already back. Let's see if they pop it here. Try to get some revenge. They're gonna go on this little flank, and yeah, gonna take out 2 members, but the trade comes out, and so Octopi hanging on this lead. It's gonna be really hard. They need some member to paint the zone if you're Galaxy Squids right now. They are painting it. They are able to get it neutral, and they will get the cap.
Just in time too with 3 seconds left. Well, it's getting a double. And third one goes down inside of Galaxy Squid as well as the respawn happens, as Ash being the last one in zone. But we're going to see for the rest of Octopi, so Octopi at least, they're going to be seeing Potato cap with the tries, but it doesn't happen, you know.
Now again, Potato they save the day once again. Cooler comes out, taking this strong position, and you know, not really any range on Galaxy Squids to challenge them. There goes the Ultra Stamp. That was one threat that could potentially displace Potato. Now they just have to be aware of the Zuko, which is going to aim for them. Instead, it will take out Potato. It's going to be Dimmler that has to try to get the revenge, but they're going to back up here and going to get taken out by this killer whale. Everybody pushing in, very coordinated with that whale on the side of Galaxy Squids.
Kill Whale has been really a great special for the side of Galaxy Squids to basically have Octopi stop them in the tracks and run away. In this map as well, since it's super flat, as mentioned before, and actually the only way you can run back is literally running back. That was a snipe on the Bamboo, wasn't it?
I think that was the hammer throw that took out one of the shots player from Octopi, and now they're getting a little staggered, but they do have the cooler respawn, so maybe if they can hurry and then get one more chance here. They have the Zuka. The Zuka's going to have to come up big, and counter Zuka, so they're going to have to dodge it. They're running out of time. They are able to get one. Can they get to the zone in time to cap it? 2 members go down on the side of Galaxy Squids. They are able to get the lead, and they'll get the win.
Galaxy Squids. What are they doing? They're getting 2-0. This is the best of 3. Remember this is the best of 3. And Galaxy Squid winning 2-0. Galaxy Squid has just proved their worth. And they are up to stakes now to be another great white contender as we move on to round 2.
Man, just so close there at the very end. You know, if the counter went to 101 instead of 100, I think Octopi is able to get the cap and able to get a final chance to try to hold this to win the game themselves, but just a little bit too late. Just not quite able to get there. You see, they're just so close here at the very end, and then just they get the bombs and everything on it, but it's just not quite in time. So it will be Galaxy Squids taking our round 1 of top 16.
Yeah, and maybe right now, as we can see with the bracket, look at this insanity of a bracket. Galaxy Squids are winning up. There's a new team, something, Goo Crew, Stan Fan Club, which is like a pickup of Stan from Wipe Up Punks, the old player, and Elongate, which has certain players like Genie 7. And they're winning against Cool Cat 26, which is a pickup as well. But Helios is now 1-1. It gets 1 shot, 1 rage quit, which is a pickup. But Helios being a good mid-level team. And controlled by Sun, obviously going to get the 2-0, mostly, against Crossfire. And yeah, Novel Gaming and Octop's Ballestra, an OG versus a new G, coming to the block for Great White, being the last matches coming up.
I'm very intrigued by Cool Cat 26 dropping a game. They were looking like by far the most stacked team in this tournament, but showing a little bit of weakness early. Let's see if they can recover, because best of 3, you don't have a lot of time to recover.
Yeah.
otherwise, we see these results just kind of coming in. It's gonna be interesting to see. I'm interested in that 4 versus 13 set. We'll see who can win that crucial game 3 there as well.
Yeah, the one thing to know as well, seeding doesn't really matter in any bracket because seeding is going to be based off your group. So say like for Cool Gate 26, they are seed 1, but it's most likely it's because they were in Group A. Yellow Gray is seed 16 because most likely they were in Group, F? No, F might be like 8 or something. The last letter in the groups. That's one thing that was actually never mentioned, but actually some people should know. So seeding doesn't really matter. Seeding is just to place you from your group to move on.
Yeah, it's definitely. Well, typically they try to put the top seed in Group A, the second seed in Group B, and so on and so forth. But that seeding kind of gets thrown out the window when you have upsets like we saw. Goo Crew came into this tournament quite slept on. I think they were maybe the 60th seed out of all the teams there, but able to win their group and now moving on to round 2 of Great White. Quite a strong showing for them.
Yeah. Sounds like a certain kind of format, just like a certain tournament coming up. Maybe like Super Jump. I love traditions. We gotta shout it out somehow. Super Jump 20, Super Jump 3rd, coming out on September 23rd, 24th this weekend, 1 p.m. EST.
Yeah, so opportunity for upsets abound. This is your chance to knock off Star or Alliance Road. It's your chance to knock off Jackpot. It could be you. So sign up, and at the very least, there's going to be tons and tons of teams. So just all kind of action, top to bottom. It's going to be interesting. And then again, it's on IPL. So if you're not playing, then just stay tuned into this.
And for any editors out there, for Team Twitters, make those edits, because those were really fun to see everywhere. But yeah,
absolutely.
That'll be it for us, huh, Greg?
Yeah, I teased everybody with the Broken Pinky and IMAD appearance earlier. I promise I'm not lying this time. They will be up next, but that'll be it for us. Jordan, where can the people find you?
You can find me as the transition hopefully switches on the bottom of the screen at Joanne51 on Twitter. Hey, can switch it up? There we go. At Joanne51 on Twitter, Joanne2 on Twitch. I stream sometimes, play sometimes, like playing Super Jump this weekend, streaming some tournaments, just like some OSU tournaments. But yeah, that's really about me. What about you, Greg?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter as well. What is it, Greg? And I'm on Twitch at Gregory Live. Hopefully, can see more. I'd like to try to stream some Sendo Q here in the near future, or at the very least some X Rank, then crossword puzzles Sunday morning. So come by, hang out, help me get some of these clues that are not quite coming to my brain, and it's a good time. So it's been great casting with you. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the sets we saw, and hopefully everybody sticks around to see how, again, the special 1, 2, 3 swimmer sync turns out.
Don't go away.
across our sky. Tonight's the time. Over the rainbow, glorious night. It's light in our dreams and I hope we're alright. We're all the same from another world. We don't belong here anymore. Look over there, it's gold mine. We can be as panels
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Swimmer Sync Great White Bracket. It is I, Mad Gamer II. I am joined by the one and only Broken Pinky. How are you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm doing great, man. This has been kind of a crazy SOS. I'm going to be sincerely honest. If anyone in the chat would like to look at the bracket, holy kazowie, look at all those upsets. Orca Ballestra, just to get here, had to beat Nawal Gaming, who currently has, I believe, Nilla on their roster from Decay. So, wahoo!
It's been an absolutely insane run set. Like, we literally just saw Octopi not too long ago get 0-2'd when they were favored to win, not gonna lie. Galaxy Squids just took them out. And of course we have their rival, or their opponents now, Elongate. We have one of our IPL casters, Genie, but then they beat Cool Cats, which I heard was also a pretty stacked team.
Yeah, Cool Cat has one half of the team that just won TC Mode Cup over AR and Jared's JP pickup. And Elongate just kind of beat them 2-1. So absolutely nothing is going like how pretty much any of us expected. The only thing we can control is that Inkred's Sun is currently sitting somewhat pretty in round 2, although they are down 0-1, so the upsets might just continue as this bracket goes on, honestly.
Yeah, they survived round 1, but they may get themselves knocked out in round 2. We'll have to see, but they are certainly a force to be reckoned with. However, our match on stream is going to be Orca Ballestra versus the Goo Crew, which the Goo Crew went 2-0 against 7th Heaven.
Yeah, going 2-0 over 7th Heaven. Definitely a strong team, to be sure, but Orca Ballestra has been kind of, a pretty established team, and they're really starting to pick up traction in the last few weeks and months, so great to see two, up-and-coming teams, rising stars, battling out in round 2 of SOS Great White. And we're going to be starting things off here. It says at the bottom, next stage, Crab-Leg Capital Rainmaker. Ahmed, you got any thoughts on this stage?
Ooh, once again, we just saw the stage on the Clambless mode. I feel like there's a lot of good maneuvering you can do, but when you have to get so close to the enemy base, it's like there's a lot of bottlenecks you have to overcome. So like the defense can be especially strong unless you get like a really good push or wipeout or something going. And I'm trying to remember where the checkpoints are for the Rainmaker, but it is not going to be easy to get through. I feel like we're going to have like a Scorched Gorge kind of situation where like it'll be a lot of like medium points unless one team is able to completely break away, and that'll just be game.
Yeah, if memory serves, I think one of them is on the like top right sort of area where you just climb up 2 walls and you can get up there, so it's a pretty quick checkpoint.
That's right.
But the other one, bottom left, a lot of cover around it and has a pretty quick route. Yeah, we can see both those checkpoints there. That bottom left one is very easy to jump onto that ramp and get onto the enemy plat, so much faster for a knockout. But we're seeing, I believe, Jade on Orca Ballestra pulling out the Squiffer. Not a weapon you see too often whatsoever, but that classic Squiffer, it's a classic for a reason, and both these teams are rocking an ink vac weapon associated with that V96, and we are seeing that vanilla splatter scope coming out on the side of Goo Crew here.
Yes, indeed, the VAC has definitely been a popular pick for Rainmaker. There's a defensive mesh you can have. It can help break through some of those bomb necks we were talking about. But we do see that 2 members of Orca Ballestra are going to be going down, possibly a 3rd one as well. And the Goo Crew is just going to be looking to get that first checkpoint out of the way. And they're setting themselves up pretty nice up on this grate here.
Yeah, Ori's just going to be tossing those strikes right on ahead. And Proto is sodaed up, has that juice. Collateral Zuka shot is going to be able to stop that Rainmaker there at 41. Very nice play from Peta there. But now Orca Ballestra has to work to get Goo Crew out of the area, and this is a very strong advantage position to hold, but it seems like Orca Ballestra was able to do it. Goo Crew is successfully out of the area, but now they have to overcome the hurdle of getting to mid, and we already see all of Goo Crew just free-firing on the checkpoint, but that vac is going to be enough. Checkpoint is going to break through, but Orca Ballestra still has to fight a little hard to get that lead.
It was a shame they weren't able to get any spots off of that ink vac shot, but it's still a pretty solid control of mid and a nice pick from the Charger here. So they're going to be able to possibly run it a couple more points. Yeah, they're just sneaky play, almost a lead, but 1 point off. Oh, so close, and that's going to be half of Orca Ballestra down for the count, so Dooku's going to be cleaning up here.
Yeah, a little bit more ink res or something could have been that lead, but ooh, nice Rainmaker shot from Proto, and it gets a double. Proto's this Rainmaker carrying GOAT right now, trying to get yet a 3rd, and I mean, I can imagine Orca Ballestra's a little bit spooked right now. Proto making some miracles happen, but here comes that Zuka shot. Yeah, Rainmaker's cool and all, but Zuka is just that one, it's the logical conclusion of man's folly, if you will. Peta is sort of stuck in a very precarious area here, though, as Gukru is once again moving in on this top right side.
Yeah, once you're on those grates without the tactic cooler, it's just like target practice with the Zuka users. And so Orca Ballestra holding pretty strong here, able to just get some map back. Not quite able to get a pick off of this Zuka right here, but they still have some ground to make up. They have that 1 point difference. We are halfway through the match so far, so there's still plenty of time left to get it.
Yeah, now we're seeing Andre playing this splatter scope here. And, I mean, just exerts so much pressure with how much range it has compared to everything else. But you do have to be wary about those Trizukas, because we've been seeing the V-Shot getting a lot of Trizukas this game. Here comes the Vac in mid. Going to be able to, you know, stall it, but just the Vac left alone, it's going to get countered pretty easily. And now we're seeing Gukru going for yet another push. Maybe they want a little bit more secure of a lead. They do have the vacuum online. Andre is going to be popping it for Gutak here, and they're just going to kind of walk forward pretty unopposed here. Gutak getting even more points with that Rainmaker down to 11. Vackshot is going to be clearing the way a bit, and it's 2 versus 2. We might just see a knockout from Gukru here.
Yeah, Gukru is able to hold this position right here and just not let them take out the Rainmaker. Like, they could definitely push for it, especially now that they have the tactical cooler on hand. Oh, that is going to be 2 members down. They are going for it. They're going to try to knock it out. They stop the Bubbler user, but the Rainmaker carrier does get shut down before he can cap it. They still have solid control of the score here. They just need 1 member to get the breakaway. The strikes might be the opening they need. They're going to go for it, but the paint, and they do make it.
Yeah, Orca Ballestra not quite able to stop that aggressive momentum from Gukru, and Gukru takes a very strong game 1. Never once letting go of the lead, although there was a pretty close moment there in the middle with Jade, desperately trying to get that lead back. But Gukru just had a very solid control, had a very solid game plan, and they actually did it very well. And they're just 1 step closer to moving on to round 3 of Great White.
Oh yeah, that last play they did was like textbook Rainmaker. Yeah, the Ink Vac just opening up the way to get the solid lead. And then once they were able to get a couple members down, they were able to just push forward with that tactical cooler and then just completely open up with the Ink Strikes, just get that knockout that they needed. I feel like, as we saw with some of the other teams on Crab Lake earlier, just like, it's a newer map, so not a lot of teams are like fully practiced on how to, I guess, combat it here.
Yeah, exactly. And also, another thing that Gukru did really well was their cooler cycling was pretty much to perfection, because you would just see the Zap throw down a cooler, and I mean, the others were just going for open season. If they die, they're just back in an instant, and it just allowed Gukru to put on constant pressure versus Orca Ballestra. It felt like Orca Ballestra was fighting a 4v6 instead of a 4v4 just because of how much pressure Gukru was putting on them at all times. So Orca Ballestra is going to have to adapt, maybe get a more, you know, tactical or focused playstyle, or maybe just try to prevent Gukru from getting specials in the first place. But it is certainly something they're going to have to overcome should they wish to win the set.
Yes, indeed. Although, to their favor, it is going to be to a more established map mode here, Clambless on Museum de Alfonsino. But it really, you still have a lot of the same playstyles, although a little bit more chaotic because of the clam spawning. But, you know, we possibly will see that Ink Vac come back out as a nice defensive tool or opening tool just for getting people up to the basket. I'll probably see the return of some Ink Strikes, possibly. Maybe even the Squiffer, because the Bubbler can certainly be a good tool for just maintaining presence around the basket.
Yeah, the Bubbler can be good to get some cheese. I feel like the way I would describe Clans Museum is that, like, it is a really good way of just deciding which team is better of the two, because it's so skill-based, but it's also kind of hard. Because, like, it is a really long trek to that enemy basket, so it really tests your coordination and your abilities to play off of, you know, player advantage and special advantage and, like, all the minute, tiny little benefits you have over one team in any, like, given 3 seconds of a match. You really need to push them to the fullest here on Clans Museum. So we're going to see what these teams offer. Sochi's going to be swapping to that 52 gal without the Ink Vac now with the Whale instead. I think Gukru's going to be keeping it pretty much identical here, and we're just going to be rolling right into this game 2 here.
Yes, indeed. I like the pick of that 52. I feel like for a museum, like, you do lose that Ink Vac, but with the Splash Wall and the Killer Whale, you can be a lot more aggressive. We see it used right here, just zoning out 1 player, 2 player, able to take them down. Like, just the 2-shot and the speed that you have with 52, able to just really push in quite speedily. But the nice pick from the Charger is gonna kind of offset their push they had going there.
Yeah, Andre gets open season on the Jade, getting a little bit too aggressive, but this 52 gal, Sochi's just moving all over the place, just right quick, just putting on a ton of damage, being so hard to pin down, and Sochi's gonna escape, and now there's a Trizuka in your face. Peta's looking, and here comes Sochi once again, just running in and out of the plat, getting another pick. Finally goes down after like 20 seconds of mayhem, but I mean, at this point, Orca Ballestra has the man advantage at this point, and Pete is just running right at this charger in the ink vac. Is going to get taken down, but look at all the space created for Orca Ballestra to push through. They just need to get a few more clamps set up, and they have the big bubbler at the ready, so a monster push could be in store here.
They were not happy with the results of that last match. They are just putting on so much pressure of Goku right now. Like, Goku can't even leave their plat right now. The strikes are going to just break them up just a bit, but Soshi, once again, the aggression is on. Those lasers come out. They are on the hunt. The jump out is going to keep them safe for now, but they're still hunting.
Yeah, and I mean, Soshi, with that tactical, just has things going, but they do lose the cooler boost right as they get taken down by Ori there at the very end. And Orca Ballestra does not have a lot of clams to their name. Even still, it's just Jade left on the Squiffer. I believe Soshi's going to be trying to jump to him. Yeah, that's an easy jump camp. Is going to get traded there, but definitely a trade that Goku will take, as now Orca Ballestra is kind of forfeited mid by how much they overcommitted that push. And now here comes their own tactical, and they have so many clams in their name. Gootrak's going to be chilling here. All they really need is 2 picks, and they get to that basket real quick, and they do have the vac at the ready. Gootrak tries to go around, but gets taken out by Jade on the Squiffer, and 3 are going to go down on the side of Goku. It's a late wipe comes out, and Orca Ballestra, great defense there.
Oh, absolutely. I was going to say that I think Orca Ballestra are having a little bit of trouble just trying to get to the basket because their comp relies on getting the splats first and then maintaining that presence when they do have it, just because they have basically their only opening is the Zuka and the lasers, but they don't even need it. Going up the block and another jump in as well for a double power clam combo right there. That's going to put them in a solid early lead, and they are still maintaining the spinner right here.
Yeah, down to 57. Beautiful movement from Peta there, and still in this area getting 4 more clams in. Jade's going to get a few more clams in as well, down to 36 right quick. It's just the charger, and Andrik is forced to retreat a little bit, but no clams on this enemy plat. There is 1 right there, but Jade not going to risk it. Orca Ballestra is happy with that push right at 36. Took him 3 minutes to get there, but now Orca Ballestra has a ton of map control to play with, and the onus is on Goku right now. It's going to be really rough, but Jade is going to get picked off, overextending just a little bit, and Goku has regained control of their plat. They just have to move up very slowly, but their Zap player is down. No cooler for any of these fights going forward.
Yeah, between the vac and aim strikes on Goku, like, they have a nice, like, just defensive wall that he needs to push through, but with the speed that Orca Ballestra is just pummeling them right now, it's like they lost focus for 1 second, and then just the block flank just completely opening up their defense right there. But they are going for the offensive now. They have the vac online and the ink vac online, but they're slowly losing members, and the ink vac is going to go down without getting a shot off, and so it just completely resets for Goku before they even get started.
Soshi's been playing so well around Andrik's and ink vac, and gets the snipe, gets the pick on Andrik right away. It's an amazing pick for Orca Ballestra, one of the most valuable players gone, and all of a sudden it just allows Orca Ballestra to move around so much more easily while this charger is dead. And Peta just takes that opportunity, gets right on the enemy plat, gets another power claim, and opens that basket, and just even more diverts the resources of Goku. Peta right now, Peta and Soshi together are kind of playing like a wiper in just a weird, messed up way. That's just what this meta does to people.
Oh, absolutely. It's like they're getting a little bit at a time, which is like they're stalling out Goku. They're decreasing the window they have to be able to make a push open themselves. And 36 is nothing to seize at with how little time we have left. They do have the power clamp on hand with some follow-up, but they'll have to make the most of this 3 down right here and really get those clams in as they start spawning.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Goku is on the enemy plat, and they have a lot of specials at play here. They do have a few claims to their name. Soshi is going to go down pretty early. Soshi's been giving them a lot of problems here, and that's going to be 3 dead. It's just Jade. This is almost definitely going to be a score here. Andrik is going to get that power claim in. The question is, what can Goku get off of this with the wipeout? They have the opportunity to get all the clams in the world, but how many are going to be available to them? They can get the lead now with what they have. Proto's going to be jumping in that power clam, and they took the lead at the last second. Goku takes it 2-0 over Orca Ballestra, a beautiful 11th hour push.
Hey, yo, like, they were the comeback of that one play, which is absolutely what they needed. Like, Orca Ballestra thought they had them on the ropes for the majority of the game, but just like they just needed that one opening and the pity clam in their favor, and they were able to just completely change direction. Like, I love this vac shot, just like not even looking, just takes down the last member for the wipeout, and just they couldn't recover from that.
Yeah, that was very well placed to just cut off, you know, most of the common spawning angles you would have. And Gutak here has 6 claims, only really needs 3 with his lead, with Proto jumping with that power claim. And I mean, that all these diversions are just able to let members of Goku just find these little teeny tiny bits of opportunity, and they're just able to take it to the fullest. Beautifully well played from them, and in a game that Orca Ballestra had so much momentum in. Goku was just able to find their little tiny piece of advantage in the last 30 seconds of the game, and they took it all the way home.
Oh, absolutely. And we were talking about beforehand whether we were going to be seeing any like double GooTuber shenanigans from the Goo crew, but apparently they came to play, they came to win, and they're going to be moving on in the Great White bracket.
Yeah, they're going to be moving on to face something who, by the way, for those who've been keeping an eagle-eyed view, yeah, they beat Inkred's son. So currently, all of the top 3 seeds are out. And the 4 teams we have left are Galaxy Squids, who just beat Octopi, One Shot One Rage Quit, who just beat Helios and Sand Fan Club, Something who just beat Inkred's son, and of course Goo crew took a nice two for over 7th Heaven and Orca Ballestra. So definitely an interesting lineup. I don't think anyone could have expected it, but honestly, I'm all here for it. I love seeing some good upsets and some good Splatoon, and that's what we've been seeing all tournament.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Ooh, yeah, round 3, we got a pretty stacked lineup. It's like not the lineup we were expecting at all. I don't think we know what our next team is going to be just yet, so we may go to a short break while we wait for the next round to come up.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in just a... Oh, we know. It's Galaxy Squids. Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. We were going to be looking at Galaxy Squids versus One Shot One Rage Quit.
Oh, let's go.
Some more Galaxy Squids action.
I think we will still go to that short break as they set up for the next one.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Swimmer Sync 123 Great White Bracket. Oh boy, there's been a bit of scuff today. But we are here for round 3. I'm Broken Pinky, joined here by IMAD, and we're gonna be hopping right into the set. Galaxy Squids versus One Shot One Rage Quit.
Oh, absolutely. We saw Galaxy Squids earlier in this set take on, what was it, Orca Ballestra, I believe.
It was Octopi, I think.
Octopi, yes. They knocked down Octopi, but then, of course, they going up against the One Shot One Rage, which has a pretty stacked lineup, I've been told.
I mean, they are the highest seed that is still left in this bracket, which is still kind of insane, just because of how this bracket has been. But we unfortunately, due to some miscommunications, we had to miss game 1, but it was on TC Hagglefish, so nothing of value was really lost. So I hope you guys forgive us there. But yeah, our top 4 teams are Galaxy Squids, One Shot One Rage, something, and I already forgot the last one. Goo Crew, that's who it is. But I hope you guys aren't sick of Crab Leg yet, because we are seeing it for the 3rd time, I believe, on the Great White stream. This time on Rainmaker once again.
Yes, 3rd time in a row, and we're seeing, a mix of some stuff. We got the Bamboo on Galaxy Squids, but then also the Carbon Roller from One Shot One Rage. Both not as common, but we've seen how they're going to be playing it out. Galaxy Squids not going with the traditional backline with that YouTuber.
Yeah, I love seeing good Bamboo gameplay, just because it's such a hard, like, you have to rewire your brain to play Bamboozler, in my opinion. Like, it's, like, without MPU, I mean. Without MPU, that weapon is just so weird. But every time you see a good Bamboo, my god, it's a treat. And I mean, Despers have been putting in some work here. Hunting for this ballpoint, they already hit 85 damage on, and I mean, that's going to be the kill. Carbon is going to be the last alive on that respawn, and that's going to be an easy checkpoint for Galaxy Squids here. And look at this momentum they have. They have 2 specials, they have control of the bridge, they have the spawn advantage. I mean, everything is going their way right now. Beautiful pick onto the shot. Zukas are going to be on hold. 3 are dead with that hammer double. It's just the zap, and that's going to be another wipeout. And I mean, expeditiously, Galaxy Squids takes that game too.
What are the last, like, 30 seconds? Like, they had one push, one opportunity, and they took it all the way to the goal. Like,
y'all only get one shot.
Man, like, you don't even need the last 2 shots of your Trizuka for that one, but Galaxy Squids taking it with a pretty dominant game 2, bringing it up to a 1 more. I think this is, like, our first game 3 on stream of the Great White so far.
It might be. If I had a nickel for every time Galaxy Squids just got an absolute one-sided beatdown on Crab Leg on this SOS stream, I would have 2 nickels right now, because my goodness, they know the stage and they know it well. I mean, it's apparent right now. But yeah, we did miss that game 1 where One Shot One Rage Quit won, so it is going to be a game 3 situation here, winner take all, and the score is going to be settled on Clambless, Barnacle, and Dime, which is certainly a comedic map for the 3rd game.
Ooh, yeah, I don't even know what to expect from this. Like, something I noticed with that comp, and maybe that's just a crap thing, but like, neither teams were really running some of those like opening or like defensive specialty normally, like drive, vac, or things like that. But they had like a lot of Slayer, a lot of like aggressive special. They had the Zuko, the Inkjet, they had the Killer Whale, Hammer. We'll have to see if they're going to be sticking with that kind of comp, sort of going for that quick aggression, or if they're going to bring out something like a E-Leader, of all things.
Yeah, One Shot going on that E-Leader, which is E-Leader scope at that, which is even more uncommon, honestly. Like, you rarely see a leader, you almost never see a scoped E-Leader, especially in this landscape where, I mean, the Zukas are going to be a flying, and I mean, hey, there's a V-Shot on the enemy team. I wonder what special they're going to be spamming.
Yeah, you look the wrong direction at the wrong time, it's going to blindside you, but it ends up getting taken down. They did pop their cooler, so they have Tactic Cooler on hand, but if their zap going down early is not looking good for Galaxy Squids. That's going to be a 3 down. The Carbon is going ballistic on this snipe right here, but they don't really have any clams just yet to follow that up.
Oh, Kami is just cleaning up right now, and they have 7 clams. They can easily build a power clam right here and now. Trying not to do so, just so as to not locate themselves. So many clams right now here for One Shot One Rage Quit. And I mean, this clam economy is just being passed from player to player. I believe they have only 2 power clams online, but they have a lot of control right now, but they're forced to retreat a little bit. Okami fighting alone does get taken out. The bamboo also gets traded, but it's just a very awkward scenario. Viper gets taken out though. That's a pretty substantial pick. Cooler is going to be thrown. That shield is going to be helping Cheesy survive that Trizuka shot, but we're just in a bit of a stalemate right now. Okami is going to be breaking through. Knight's also going to be coming through with that shot, but Okami gets taken down. Ninja's going to be forcing Cheesy out. It's just a very awkward battle around this block area, but one shot, one rage is slowly but surely advancing.
Once again, they don't have any of those wall-like specials to be able to just move Galaxy Squids out of the way, so they are completely relying on their specials and that carbon roller to get the splats they need to just offset the advantage. The carbon does take down the bamboo. Bazooka here looking for another one, not quite able to get it, but they are inching the way forward. As soon as the tactical goes down, I think that's just going to be the go-ahead for them to push forward, but the carbon getting taken down might put a little bit of a wrench in that plan.
Yeah, I believe I could be wrong. Clam with special advantage is so weird to me, but I believe one shot, one rage quit is getting passive special advantage as this is all happening. So this defense is becoming progressively more difficult for Galaxy Squids here, and now they have 3 power clams to deal with on Ninja Okami, or on Ninja one shot and the Zap player. But Viper player is going to get that pick onto Ninja, Anch just being as annoying as ever on this Viper, and eliminating one more of the power clams, pushing one shot, one rage quit back just a little bit. But Galaxy Squids has no control of this map and no clams at their disposal, so they really need to start making some plays happen, because the first half of this match has not been going their way. But Ange gets a hammer pick, forces another jump out, and clears a clear path for Galaxy Squids to start pushing forward.
It's like the one play was they needed to break through, but their teammates were getting shut down behind them, so they couldn't quite keep it up. But I feel like Galaxy Squids reclaiming a little bit of mid here, keeping one shot, one rage from really running away with it. But we're at 3 minutes already, and neither team has opened the basket just yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been a bit of a stalemate, but Okami trying for another opportunity, gets a double, does get taken down by Desper on the bamboo, but I think, yeah, one shot, one rage quit is going to be running right for that basket, and there is that basket breaker. 60 points left, 40 points scored immediately for one shot, one rage. They got an inch and they took a mile, and this is not looking amazing for Galaxy Squids based on how this match opened, just because of how much one shot, one rage quit's been setting the tempo here. So this is kind of a do or die moment here. A minute 40 seconds left, but look at all these power clams coming in. One more power clam to tie it up. The splatter shot has the last clam. They need Goldie is able to get the lead though. Galaxy Squids is in an advantageous scenario, but they are forced to, you know, give up almost the entirety of the map for that lead. So precarious scenario in the last minute and a half.
I could see the game plan that one shot, one rage were going for in that push that they made. Like, they've not been able to really do a unified team push, so as soon as they've just had an opening of any sort, they just ran for it. But that did left them at a bit of a deficit, because Galaxy was able to just come right back, open up the basket, and just take the lead back from them. And we're left pretty much the same situation we opened this match with, but now we are down to the last minute with one shot, one rage with so many power clubs today, but just not able to get through Galaxy Squid's defense.
Yeah, Okami is going through, gets a pick and an assist, breaking down the door. There is a power claim right there for Galaxy Squids, but one shot, one rage claim is a bit away. Goldie wins the 1-1 on Ninja. That is huge right now, but the basket is broken. The ball jump is going to come in. That's another lead exchange in the last 40 seconds of the game. One shot, one rage has the lead once again, able to sneak through for another ball jump. And I mean, the momentum of this match is just changing at the drop of a hat so often, and now 20 seconds left to go. Galaxy Squids needs to make a power claim and needs to get the push going, but 2 are dead on the side of one shot, one rage, but 1 gets shot from the back. Lucas is just shooting on top, just pre-firing. That basket is open, but there are no claims, but they took the lead anyway!
10 seconds left, they take the lead, but they lost 3 of their members. Will one shot, one rage be able to get the overtime push out of this, or will Galaxy Squids recover enough to play the defense that they really need right now? Like, so far it's just been like a Hail Mary play after Hail Mary play, because they can't really do much other than just yeet it at the basket, but the 2 down is going to cinch Galaxy Squids' lead right here, because they are not able to push forward any longer.
Yeah, it's just the leader, and one shot, one rage can't do it. Galaxy Squids, against all the odds, takes the set 2-1, and Galaxy Squids are going to be moving on to grand finals of SOS Great White, which is, what an absolute run from Galaxy Squids this tournament. They have been playing so incredibly well all day on stream, taking down Octopi, Elongate, and now one shot, one rage. And my god, that game 3 was a fucking wild ride.
Yeah, one shot, one rage looks like they had that game in the bag, but just they lost their tempo halfway through that, Galaxy Squids were able to capitalize off of that so well, just able to sneak in right underneath their noses before they could stop them, just get the basket open, and just I didn't even see the last power climb jump in, but it must have been that last pity that they had.
I didn't even see that last ball that they had, but they were just able to make it just in the absolute nick of time and just able to throw it into the last second. I don't even know. Just I don't have words for that last push. That was just insane. Such great awareness and like team coordination for Galaxy Squids. All of them just kind of came together. I thought as soon as, you know, the shot player just kind of flubbed that shark there at the end, I kind of thought it was over, but everyone was just able to band together a little bit, get those last few picks, leave it down to just the leader with the power claim in overtime, and I mean, nothing much to do, nothing much to say. Galaxy Squids once again in grand finals.
That they are. They'll be waiting on the Something versus Goo Crew set to finish up, which currently is in Something's favor 1-0. But we'll have to see if Goo Crew is able to make a comeback from that, possibly up the stakes just a bit. But in the meantime, we'll be going to another short break as we wait for our grand final set. So stay tuned. Hello everyone, welcome back to Swimmer Sync! We are in our finals of the Great White Bracket, Galaxy Squids versus something. It is I, Mad Gamer II, joined once again by Broken Pinky.
And my goodness, what a tournament this has been. Congratulations to Galaxy Squids for successfully getting low ink banned, I would imagine, because Jesus Christ, they had a tournament in order to get here. An absolute Cinderella story, just tearing their way through Great White Bracket. Actually, not even tearing, having some great close game 3 sets, but making it to grand finals all the same. But their last opponent is a worthy one. Something has only dropped one game this whole tournament, and that was back in pools to Parallax. So Galaxy Squids has their work cut out for them, but I mean, if you beat Octopi, Elongate, and One Shot when Rage Quit, like back to back to back, one by one, just in a row, you're gonna have some wind in your sails. And I mean, just this tournament's just been filled with upsets. Our grand finals is the 8th seed and the 10th seed, which just goes to show how insane this tournament has been and just how awesome it's been to watch, honestly.
Oh, I 100% agree. Like, and it seems to be Crab like being the deciding factor for Galaxy Squids. They have just been cleaning house on that stage. Like, you know, it's brand new. Not everyone is kind of accustomed to it, but Galaxy Squids has just been putting in the grind for it, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, Galaxy Squids has been grinding Crab Leg. They have to have been. I mean, it's Galaxy Squids on Crab Leg is insane. So I part of me hopes to see it in Game 4 because I didn't see it in any of the first 3 games. But I mean, the stage is set. The stages are set. We're gonna be starting things off on the other new map. I don't know if Galaxy Squids is as good as this one as they are in Crab Leg, but we're gonna be going right to ship-shaped zones. And oh, there's Crab Leg.
There it is.
There it is.
It's gonna be on the Game 4. We'll have to see if Galaxy Squids, they just need to take one game off to make it that far, but you know, something they're looking to continue their win streak. They might just clean up with a 3-0, but we'll have to see. Zones on Ship Shake is a tough one. Just again, it's brand new. Like, what would you think would be run on that?
I don't know. To be completely honest, my competitive experience on these 2 maps is pretty much none, because I'm not on the team at the moment when these maps came out. But I mean, I would imagine it's just fairly standard, but retake is obviously going to be very important. It is a zones map at the end of the day, so lockouts are going to be the main win condition, so you just have to play around that, you have to play to end that. But here we go, we are starting grand finals of SOS 123. We're going to be seeing the Sniper or comp come out for something, and we're going to be seeing Desper switching to that ballpoint, getting off that Bamboozler.
Oh, but we're seeing Alright, so 3 vanilla shots in total, but 2 of them are on something, followed up by a junior, so they're definitely going for that paint and Zuka output, but just, once again, not really any of the opening specials you typically see, just a lot of aggression coming up from Galaxy Squids, and something going down to the Sniper and the V-shot right away.
Yeah, also that junior has 3 mains of Sub-Saber, so they are going to be bomb spamming. That is the plan. But right now, this fight on the left side is going to be pretty important. A2Z falls in the water with that Zuka shot recoil. Both the splatter shots are down right now, and it's both the passive players left alive on something. This is going kind of disastrously for them, and Galaxy was doing super well right now. Ant is just chilling on this bottom side, waiting for someone to drop right into their loving arms, but are going to be going back up. And I mean, something has a really hard time approaching with this comp without any specials. But they're all sorted up. They're starting to get some specials online. Have Big Bubbler. They have both of their Zukas, so a World of Hurt is coming in for Galaxy Squids, but they have the cooler to sort of soften the blow just a little bit, but their members are starting to go down few by few, so this battle zone is going to be really important.
They are 2 members down, but the Stabber coming out and cleaning the house, because we've seen just like with the Shark with the V-shot and then the Stamper right here, just like the map is so big, it's so hard to find all the members. They just kind of get lost in the sauce, but something able to cap the zone and put a nice little penalty onto Galaxy Squid, so they're gonna have to work their way out from that.
Yeah, Gojo's girlfriend with that Sniper Raider, I believe, is able to get that cap on the zone. That's a Zuka triple collateral from Goldie? Oh my god! That's gonna be
that from here.
That is a free zone cap right there. AZ is found sharking. That's a delayed wipe as well. And look at all this area. Goldie can just paint for free for more Zukas. Sniper Raider is going to be contesting them, but here comes their own soda for Galaxy Squids. And I mean, this hold is, a little bit dominant right now. This Sniper Raider is going to be a little bit monstrous. And yeah, S is going to be getting that pick with the splatter shot. Gets a double there, killing the hammer as well. Jump is going to be coming in. Nice, sequence of kills from the splatter shots on something. Are able to get a bit more stabilized in this game. Double Zukas are going to be coming out hunting for Cheesy, not quite able to get the pick, but something is trying to get set up on this top left side of the map here. Makes it really hard for Galaxy Squids, and now Galaxy Squids are going to be tested on how they can re-enter mid.
Yeah, this is going to be something's first solid hold on zone they've had all game. Like, we saw the hammer come out to just kind of disrupt their play, but now the Inkjet is going to be doing exactly the same, taking down 2 members, both of them the shots, so half their paint power is out the window. So Galaxy Squids retaking the zone and hunting for the last remaining members, just trying to get the Y out of here. So the Junior is going to be holding on for dear life with that bubbler.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very good, switch of control for Galaxy Squids there. At that point, Nagata was still chilling here, though. The fight is not won quite yet. Something is able to get that hold right back. Desper's gonna be trying to hold on the top area with that ballpoint, but Nagata's just spamming bombs. 2 are gonna be dead. Desper's in an awkward spot. They're the last alive, actually. Probably gonna be forced to jump out. They're just actually in that little patch of ink. No one sees them, but finally gets caught up by that sniper paint. Are forced to jump back to conserve that inkjet a little bit. And once again, Galaxy Squid's gonna be fighting from zero, trying to get back into mid. Something, though, is kind of getting close to that lead. 20 points away. Inkjet is going to be coming out from Desperate. This has to come up big, but the Sniper Rider already putting on pressure here. Inkjet is going to get the pick on the Sniper Rider. Hammer is going to come on to zone from Ange. Can it get a pick? The pick might be needed for the paint. That is going to be stopped at 19. This cap is going to be huge. Galaxy Squids is able to get it, is able to hold on to that lead a little bit, but the battle's not over. One is going to drop behind the Viper. Do they see it? They're just stuck in this little corner here. Taken out by the Zuka. Something still has a huge leg up, winning this team fight handedly.
Yeah, they were able to cut down the Galaxy Squids in half through that push, but they were just barely able to get the paint they need to cap the zone, but something is so close to getting through that penalty, and once they do, that's going to be a second away from taking the lead back too. Galaxy Squids just kind of on the offbeat right now. They are a bit second, one of the members coming out from spawn. The Viper going to try to come in and do some work. They have like a couple of seconds to get the zone. It is going to be stalled out. Some hammer for the paint, but they are going to be able to cap it in time, putting on a little more penalty as we get down to the 30 seconds.
Yeah, but Galaxy Squid's just been dying so much at this point in the game. They've been able to protect the lead just barely, but they've not been able to get a solid hold for some time right now. Sprinkler's going to get taken out. That's been painting the zone for quite a while, but Ange just kind of stuck in no man's land, pretty far behind the zone. Galaxy Squids is able to get another hold, but that hammer is going to get rushed immediately, and Galaxy Squids going to the last 10 seconds of this match. Down a player, this hold is going to be impossible. The zone is going to get flipped. This is one more chance for something to have this hold. They've been so close to the lead so many times. Ange stuck in the corner, is going to get taken down. We're in overtime here, about 10 seconds away from something getting this lead back from Galaxy Squids, and there's 2 dead right now. One on each side. Inkjet is going to try and paint the zone, but it gets taken down by the Sniper Rider. That's going to be the lead finally in something's hands, and they're going to take game 1. So close here.
Yeah, once the Viper and the ballpoint got taken down, that was kind of some of their openers just delayed there, so they had to pop them really late there, and they were ready for the counterattack as well. Like, they didn't even get close to trying to paint the zone that time around. I feel like what let Galaxy Squids have such a good advantage was just the fact that the Viper was running around, just using the expansiveness of the map to keep something kind of off kilter there. We saw them behind them several times, just painting the zone, being a nuisance, but once they had Galaxy Squids kind of stuck, grouped together in their own spawn, it was a lot easier just to mitigate them and keep them controlled.
Yeah, just so close, but I mean, Galaxy Squids, pretty much as soon as they got put in that first advantage, they were never able to get back into advantage. And I mean, while they were just clinging onto that lead for what felt like forever, something was just able to chip them down bit by bit by bit, and that final hold was just enough, and something continues their winning streak here in inside of Great White. So Galaxy Squids down a game, certainly not out. They do have a chance to turn it around on this game too. It's going to be on TC Mako Mart. All right, man, you got any thoughts on the stage?
Ooh, well, I feel like for Mako TC, like just compared to that last one we saw, having that momentum, having that aggression will play to the favor whoever can take control of tower. Like, if Galaxy Squids can bring to the table what they had at the beginning of that last match, like taking control of the ledge there, that left side around the first checkpoint, I could definitely lead them to a pretty solid knockout if they could keep that momentum going. But like, we saw how something was able to break that momentum halfway through, so it is kind of just going to be a battle of that, just being able to maintain the enemy's space and just keeping that momentum up.
Yeah, I mean, TC especially is just going to be a battle for momentum, pretty much. If you can keep control of that tower, if you can just keep that touch on it, you get that special advantage, just passively building and building and building and building, even on advantage. It can just be disastrous. And I mean, something has double Zuka, which is a very annoying set of specials to fight. Galaxy Squids, last game was rocking that Inkjet. I'd imagine at some point in the set, Desper's probably going to be switching to that Bamboozler, so there's going to be a bit of whale action, but I mean, regardless, Zukas are going to be flying. There's no way around it.
Now, I feel like just watching what the Wipers play style in that last match, we'll have to watch out for that left flank coming around. Like I talked about maintaining control of the ledge. I'm trying to think of what it's call out for that, but it's like around that first checkpoint is like a lot of the action is going to be happening early game, just because that's where the defense is going to be focused. That's where the control of the tower is going to be focused. But the Wiper, if they're going to just go on the outskirts, come around that bend on the right side, around the third checkpoint, we might see some sneaky flanks come into play.
Yeah, we might see that good old breakfast breakaway here coming in. Range blasts are going to be coming out for for something here. Desperate going back to that bamboo. And we're going to be seeing, you know, both teams sticking with that tactical or sticking with their same ones from game one. Nagato's still going to be running a lot of bomb spam. A2Z, I don't know if they were running optics for the last game, but they are going to be running some optic this game. I don't think there's optics for them to shred here in this game, so a little bit unfortunate, but Ange right away going for breakfast, trying to get some pick, is able to get the pick on the junior, and is able to distract this range blaster, but the range blaster is able to get that pick. S holding strong here, but their attention was diverted for quite a while, and Zugas are already flying on the other side of the map.
Once again, just like the Wiper going in, causing some chaos, and in the chaos, Galaxy Squids coming out on top of the tower, and something is effectively staggered at this point. The range blaster and the splash shot down. The sniper are trying to play some defense right here. Oh, but the nice pick from the range blaster. They do manage to get the checkpoint, but aren't able to really push past it.
Yeah, I mean, Ange is just kind of, and this is blatantly plagiarizing one of my favorite comparisons, or one of my favorite analogies that Nine uses. Ange is just kind of that rock that hits the water, and the rest of Galaxy Squids are really good at playing off that ripple that it creates, and just using the after effects of just the chaos that the Wiper creates. Wiper already coming in and getting 2 picks, and I mean, here comes Galaxy Squids already here to take mid. S comes behind and is able to get the pick on Desper that was standing on the tower, but Ange just here trying to get this 1v1, is able to take it, but they're getting bombed out, gonna be forced to retreat a little bit, but I mean, Ange causes a bit of chaos, and Galaxy Squids moves forward just a little bit more, and that just puts so much pressure onto something here as time goes on.
Yeah, the Wiper coolered up. It's just a force to be reckoned with. It is scary just seeing them go so back and forth so fast, but something is starting to regroup right here. They have all the members up, the brothers online. Galaxy Squids haven't been able to really push the tower for all of the advantage they've had so far, so we may be seeing a little bit of a change in momentum. The junior just locking horns in the corner here and coming out on top and just able to reclaim their stack.
Yeah, but 2 go down on the side of something. The bamboo is going to go down on Galaxy Squids. They are going to be responding pretty quick, but here comes Ange coming behind. Gets the pick on the Nagata. That's the, you know, main close range paint support, and a sniper goes down. All the best painting options on the side of something are down. That's going to really limit that range blaster play as well. Splatter shot is going to be dropping in. Gets the pick on Ange, but Galaxy Squids moving towards that second checkpoint, but 2 get taken down on the tower. Push just fizzles out at 53, and look at how much of this map is painted cyan. Something has something to say. Galaxy Squids is going to be forced to respond to it as we enter the second half of this game.
Yeah, that's the kind of unfortunate play that really changes the tide of the battle. Like, so far, Galaxy Squids have been able to keep at least some presence in mid, but with a wipeout like that, that's just going to give something a leg up as they continue to move forward. They do lose their sniper rider on control of the tower, but like, they are still fighting for mid.
Yeah, something was not quite able to get that first checkpoint. Their attention on that push is a little bit too divided, and Galaxy Squids was able to pick up on it. And popping this hammer once again, trying to get a pick, is able to get a pick with the hammer throw onto A2Z. S is going to be poking them with that range blaster. S versus Ange has just been happening all over this match right now. Ange is going to be forced to retreat a little bit, and is pretty cornered pretty heavily. Is going to get taken down, but all the resources were diverted against them. 2 players and a special onto Ange. Meanwhile, the rest of Galaxy Squids trying to take as much of mid as they can, but they're kind of being forced back. Junior gets a pick with that bomb onto Goldie, and all of a sudden it's just Ange coming in from spawn. Something has another great chance for a push right now.
They had 3 down off the Galaxy Squids, but they lose their range blaster pretty much immediately. So with Galaxy Squids coming back from spawn, they're going to be spawning like right on top of that first checkpoint. Ooh, but the nice Zuka cleaning up that Junior. That's going to be that bomb and support out of the way. But now it's going to be another wipeout off of Galaxy Squids. Something will finally be able to break through this checkpoint and possibly take the lead if they continue this momentum.
I'm at something's in the air. It might just be a comeback. Something is moving that tower. Bubble on tower, the most degenerate strategy known to man. And that's going to be a lead almost assuredly for something. There we go. They're making their way toward that second checkpoint, but they get stopped. This team fight is so important right now. A2Z stuck by the tower is forced to pop Zuka to get the pick on the Desper. This actual Desperado happening right now, but Desper is able to take it. Stuck in a corner with that bomb, but able to live, but still goes down anyway. But gets the pick on S with the whale. Everything happened to Desper all at once, but they were somehow able to get a 2-for-1 there. And just like that, Galaxy Squid has mid once again. Goldie with that Zuko once again, trying to just find any picks. Forces one to jump out. Gojo's girlfriend sitting far back on the plat, but two are dead on the side of Galaxy Squid. This push is pretty much dead unless Goldie can come up huge here with that Tacticooler. And there's 20 seconds left in this game. Galaxy Squids have to get down to 48 if they want to get this win.
They have a chance here. Something wasn't able to get to the second checkpoint, so if they're able to just keep control of the tower, they can definitely take the lead back, but they don't have a bubbler to their name like Something does, so they're really going to have to focus on their aggression, but they might be able to do it. They take the lead right at the last second.
The hammer blocked the Sniper Raider shots. Ange is the best hammer player I've seen in so long. Oh my goodness. Ange blocked the Sniper Raider shots with the hammer. I have nothing else to say.
Who needs a bubbler when you got a hammer on a tower? Absolutely the MVP of that play. Ants just went bonkers during that match. Like, we saw them just running behind them, getting several fights. Like, the only thing that really stopped them was going up against the Junior and the bubbler because they couldn't really poke it like they could with the other players. But once the Junior was out of the way, they just popped that hammer right on the tower and rode it to victory.
Look at this, like, look at all the blue paint around Galaxy Squids, but Ange just somehow sits on the tower, just hammers a bit more, hides behind the pole. It just is somehow able to just stay safe for long enough. Galaxy Squids takes a game into the set. We're tied 1-1. This is a fight for the ages right now. This is one of the closest sets I've seen, like, in a long time, and we're only on game 3.
It's going to be Something's second loss of the whole tournament, so Galaxy Squids really going up to par with everything that Something has gone against so far. But next up for Humpback Pump Track, like, this is, if Galaxy Squids wants to go into Crab Lake with a nice lead, like, this will be the match for them to take. But, you know, Humpback Pump Track is both, it's very volatile. It's like, there's no safe push on this, just unless you just, like, completely lock down your defense.
Yeah, nothing is safe. Nothing is sacred on Humpback, to be completely honest. But I will say, I feel like there's a great chance that Ange could just come up huge once again, because that wide open terrain, those awkward bumps that you can just, like, vertical slash over, Hammer being good on Rainmaker, Wiper being good on Rainmaker, I could see Ange just popping off once again for Galaxy Squids and just playing absolutely incredibly here. So Something definitely has a lot of stuff to respond to. Especially on Rainmaker, which is not an exceptional map for Sniper Raider because of its low object damage, but it does have cooler to bounce it out. So a bit of a delicate dance as far as comp creating is going to be concerned, but I don't know. A lot is at play here, a good amount at stake here. Both these teams are on very even footing. They've battled through a lot of upsets to get here, and I mean, they're just going to be going for broke to get this win.
I imagine, like, we saw the Range Master coming out for Something in the last match. There's a nice tower control pick because of the Wavebreaker and Range just doing their thing, but I would not be surprised if we saw the double V-shot coming back out. Just the object damage of the suction bombs and the Zukas going to be absolutely deadly. And there they are, the double shot just to make up for that Sniper Rider.
Yeah, like you called it. And Desper going back to that ballpoint, going right back to the game 1 comps. And I mean, I just now saw it as both the shots on Something are running opening Gambit and S is running Respawn Punisher. So, interesting gear choices, but I believe Something just got the initial pop, obviously, with just all their bomb spam. But S is going to get taken down pretty quickly. I mean, team deathmatch right now happening on the Galaxy Squid side of the map. Meanwhile, Something's just running it the other way, gets that bubble to get a pretty free checkpoint. And yeah, this is just going to be Gojo's girlfriend breaking that first checkpoint pretty much unopposed, trying to run away, but not on Ange's watch. Gets that beautiful hammer pick, and I mean, Something got that first checkpoint pretty immediately, but they have no resources left to defend their own checkpoint right now, and Ange just cooking up a storm right now with this Wiper.
Yeah, they were able to get the breakaway, keep out of Anch's range, but once they got the scent on, they were able to search them down. 2 members of something are down. Galaxy was not available to really take the lead back just yet, but you know, like, they're in no rush. We're still 4 minutes to go, and they are just keeping something at bay right now.
Yeah, Hammer Trade's going to come out between Anshin and S. Ancient is going to be trying to find Goto's girlfriend on the sniper. Not able to get it, but the teammate is going to be here with the support. But the Rainmaker runs backwards, not able to get that lead. Rainmaker's going to have to be broken once again. Soda's almost up for Desperate. Desperate is able to get the lead with that squid roll. Still has access to this Rainmaker. Still just trying to make something happen. Is going to be running forward with all they got. Down to 37. A solid lead, but on Humpback, the only safe lead was a knockout, to be completely honest. So things are absolutely in the wheelhouse for something to take it back, but Goldie's trying to shark in mid, does have that Trizuka at the ready. We've seen Goldie pop up with Trizuka before. What can they make happen now?
Sniper going down. That's going to be that cooler 10 out of the way. Bowl shots going down as well. So it's just going to be the Rainmaker carrier, and they are going to be taken down for the delayed wipe. And Gas's Squids so far has just been maintaining a lot of mid presence, a lot of paint control. It's just like something has not been able to really break that hole just yet, which perhaps might be the change of that with the Zuka coming out. Goldie's
double Zuka jump scare from the left side. Meanwhile, Goldie's just running it all the way. S is trying to chase from behind, but they're so far. The Sniper Rider is the last bastion, is able to defend it at 17, but Ange is still here, is going to be forced to run away. But 17 is definitely a stronger lead. Something Galaxy Squids can feel a little more comfortable in, but we've seen these kinds of leads slip away. Ange is going all the way in spawn. Ange is on a mission. Does get taken out by Negato there. With the junior, and Negato's pretty close to this bubbler. We've seen the bubbler be pretty pertinent for these pushes before. I'd imagine they want to set it right around this area just to give 3 points for something, but none of the rest of the team are here right now. Rainmaker finally makes his way over, but they have no other specials right now to force this push.
You see that Zuka online for the V shot. They're able to pop that, take down the Rainmaker. Oh, just barely able to survive, and the Wiper does go down. The NZAP goes down. They could be able to run it if they can survive. The jet goes down. They're still close to lead, but they do take it down.
Goldie gets the clutch with the shots, but the Rainmaker's definitely in the favor of something. They have so much object damage right now, and just clinging for dear life, trying to get a hammer, I think. But the bubble is set up once again. Hammer is going to help with his Rainmaker, but they get taken out immediately. 3 are dead. It's just the ballpoint. Desperate could not stop this lead alone. That's going to be an almost assured knockout, but it stops at 1. The Zap is somehow able to stay alive long enough to stop it. Cheesy, still, they can't feel safe right now. Look at all the pressure that something is putting right now. And just finally able to draw the Rainmaker. They can rest easy, but now they have to get the knockout if they want to get the win on this game. And Ant just put the Rainmaker in an awful spot right now.
We said the only safe push was a knockout. Well, that is as close you can get to it. Like, 1 minute left. Galaxy was asked to knock it out, as you said. And right now, something is just not letting them even get out of spawn right now.
Yeah, but Desperate is able to see that shark from A to Z. They do have some man advantage right now, but I mean, they need consecutive wipeouts right now. Like, they need a bit of a miracle right now. 45 seconds left in this game. They do have some specials on the line. They have pretty much everything on the online already. But Wiper is going to go down. Inkjet's popped very early into this push. I don't know if they'll be able to get another, but they are able to get a pick. They do go down to the Sniper Rider. Sniper Rider is going to be the last resort here. Zuka is going to be trying to find the pick here. All the resources are coming out right now. Both these teams have nothing. Tactical is going to come out for something as soon as I say that, but this is just such an awkward situation. 20 seconds left in this game. It is do or die right now. Cheesy is going to be this Rainmaker carry. Goldie's coming from behind, but that flank might not be enough. That is a trade. It's just Desperate left alone. Negato drops on top of them. The Inkjet's going to be popped, but I don't think, no, they go down too early. Jumps are coming in, but it's not going to be enough. Something holds the Rainmaker on for just long enough, and something is going to take game 3.
That was such a clutch Zuka shot. Just, it ended their movement forward and then able to drop it right at the end. Like, they did get the wipeout to be absolutely safe, but just they took it and ran as soon as they were able to get it popped.
This is one of the best sets I've seen in a long time. Like, this is such a good back and forth between both these teams. They're so evenly matched. Nothing is guaranteed right now, and oh my god, that last push was so close to working, but Goldie just went a little bit too hard in the paint. Just wasn't quite able to sync up with the teams well enough. Just that little bit of timing difference was all something needed to pick apart that push at the very end, and all the teammates jump in, but it's just too little too late. The Rainmaker's already in mid by then. Wow, what a beautiful defense from something there at the very end.
Absolutely, just I don't even know what else to say. That's just they were at such a loss at the beginning there. Galaxy Squid just had them on the ropes. They weren't able to really break out, but then like once they did get that opening, they just took it and ran with it. They just took it all the way to 1, and then Galaxy Squid wasn't able to recover once again.
Oh my god, I don't even know what we are going. We're going to Galaxy Squid's home. If there is ever a map for Galaxy Squids to regain some momentum and just put an absolute beating on the board, this is it. Crab Leg Capital has been their map this whole tournament. Let's see if they can beat their map once again on Clan BlitZ, but they're facing their toughest opponent yet here, and their backs are against the wall. They are 1 game away from losing this grand finals. That is just so within their grasp. Both these teams are just clawing it out to the bitter end, so we're gonna have a real close game upon us, I think.
That's right, something coming in here with the match point, so they have the point lead, but Galaxy Squids, as he said, this will be their home turf. We saw how effectively they've been able to maneuver on Crab Leg. We'll have to see, like, we haven't seen something play at all on Crab Leg just yet, so do they have what it takes to go up against Galaxy Squids pro strats right here? I guess we'll find out.
I mean, Galaxy Squids definitely has something figured out on this map, but I mean, something has had to play 3 sets consecutively on this map as well, so surely they have something figured out as well. Both these teams are definitely in the know for the crab leg counterplay, but Galaxy Squids, I mean, we've been saying it this whole time. It's their turf. It's their turf to win on. So here we go. Game 4 of SOS Grands. Advantage is in the hands of something right now. 1 game and they win the tournament. 96 Deco is going to be coming out. Desper going back to that bamboo. The ballpoint just hasn't quite been working for them, but the bamboo has been working wonderfully, especially on this map. Here we go.
They swapped out one of their splash shots for that 96. That's going to give them that ink back that we've seen used so effectively here. But the other Squids, they get the first pick of the match, but they don't have that back in return, so they are going to be reliant mostly on those splash in order to get an opening into the basket. But I don't. Yeah, with the one that's going to be 2-3, only the ends up remaining, and they have power climb. They're going to have to back up.
Yeah, I mean, we might have been a little remiss with that, but Dazzled 96 on something side is actually the Kraken variant, which interesting to pick a Kraken weapon on a map with this many greats, but I mean, also 96 plus wall, it's just a tale as old as time, okay? It's a match made in heaven, always has been, always will be. So this Zuka is going to be falling off the map right now. Goldie and Desper trying to push in aggressively, but that Snap Predator is going to stop it, but they can just run back, get their soda as their teammate just casually just walks in, gets that power clam in, just absolutely cheesy, and Goldie's just running around trying to waste as much time as possible before jumping back to spawn. And I mean, that's just textbook wasting time, getting all 4 of the players to look at you and then just leaving.
A very slippery Squid in that corner right there, so Galaxy Squids able to set up a little bit better on their side now because of that distraction here. We see the fight down here, and the Wiper's going to come out on top, but the jumps are coming in with that Kraken. 2 power climbs into the basket, and 2 of the members are back to spawn.
Yeah, I mean, Galaxy Squids might have the player name cheesy, but something is doing something very cheesy right now with that Kraken super jump strategy. It's clearly why they picked the weapon, but I mean, you play the game, you play to win, and something's clearly been winning very well. So Galaxy Squids is gonna try to have to find a way to just out aggressive Kraken against Cheesy. Does have that tactical lure online, but Ange is going to go down to the Wiper. There is still a slight man advantage, actually pretty big man advantage right now in favor of Galaxy Squids, and they have a lot of claims at the ready. This pick on the Sniper is huge. They aren't able to get it yet. Goldie gets that power claim in, but no lead just yet. There goes the lead, and Ange is going to get that power claim in to get a lead to 38, but Galaxy Squids goes 4 down in doing so. 2 of them do have cooler respawn, but something was still able to paint a lot of that map while they were all dead.
The Junior's been really pain in their backside just because of the Bubbler has been slowing down their progression up that ramp there. But once they were able to take it out and stop the Bubbler, it just left the door wide open for them to get that open. But now it's something, they're trying to get back that lead, but not quite able to follow up after that opening right there, giving Galaxy Squids another power cut to their name. However, something, they're still in control of this top right area, so they could have a follow-up push if they get it.
Yeah, Ange just wreaking havoc from up here, trying to get a few nice picks. Just sees that ball, just kind of intimidates them, forces them to drop back and jump out, but jump out. They do not. They just jump straight to that bubbler that just appeared under the basket. Gojo's girlfriend trace it again. That's going to be a lead going back in the favor of Something. And she is able to get that wipeout with the hammer, but now Something has that lead. Not a great lead by any means. Goldie's already under the enemy basket, but they don't have a whole lot of control. They can't comfortably push in just yet, but they do absolutely have the clamps, and they have a lot of specials online. Zuka's going to be coming out. I'd imagine the bamboo goes down before they can launch off that whale, but the soda's going to be coming in so they can just kind of run in and die, but none of the clams go in. Both of them miss their target just a little bit before they die, and those clams are both going to despawn very quickly.
It was so unfortunate. Unfortunately, the one clan wouldn't have been able to get it in for the lead, but just the fact that neither of them were able to get in means that that's going to be those clams out of commission and no points for Galaxy Squids. I suppose the silver lining here is that now Something doesn't have their own pity clam to follow up with, but they're still just wrecking havoc against Galaxy Squids. That's going to be another 2 down and Something in control of mid.
Yeah, I mean, this is do or die right now. 1 minute left for Something to just take this, and Gojo's on a crazy killing streak right now. I believe at 3 or 4 kills, I don't even know. Safely hiding within the bubble, has another tactical at the ready, and Something is in a commanding position. They are ready to take this tournament. They want to stop it 3-1. They don't want this game 5 to even happen. They don't even want the chance. And look at all the clams they have right now. Look at all the passes. I mean, probably not passive special charge, but just look at all the control they have in this map. The Galaxy Squids going down 1 by 1. Kraken is going to be going in once again. Zuka gets the pick onto the enemy sniper raider, but the Kraken is definitely inside enemy lines. Is going to get taken up, but that distraction buys so much valuable time, and Galaxy Squids only has 15 seconds to make an absolute miracle happen. Tacticalers on the board, hammers on the board, whale is almost on the board. This is going to be a final frontier fight to see if we can get an SOS champion, but Desper swims into the bomb. 3 seconds left before overtime, but Cheesy is in such an awkward spot. Jumps in under the basket, is able to get the power claim, but not enough for the lead. It's just Angela the Wiper. Where are they? They jump in. They get 1 clam. There's not a whole lot of clams around here. Galaxy Squids has to solve for time for as long as possible. Try and find whatever clams they can, but that basket is going to close so soon. It's not quite enough, and Something has the defense, and they are your SOS 123 champions.
Oh my goodness, like, Galaxy Squid has something going there, but just the clams were not in their favor for that. Oh, it was so unfortunate. But just Something, they definitely locked it down really hard at that last one. Just we saw the Snipe Rider up on top getting splat after splat. Just they weren't able to do much about it.
If Galaxy Squids got one of those 2 power claims in on that failed push, that would have been exactly the point difference they would have needed to get the lead by 1 point. But they were unable to do it then, unable to make up for the difference later, and they paid the price. Not quite able to get it, just so close, but no cigar, not quite able to stand up, and Something, just an absolutely incredible tournament for them. They are your SOS 123 champions, playing absolutely incredibly this whole bracket, but, I mean, I cannot give enough credit for Galaxy Squids. They are a low ink legal team, making it to grand finals of SOS, and they put up one heck of a show.
They did indeed. Also to be mentioned that they took the second game off of Something's win streak of this tournament here, so there's definitely something to be said there, not only of their placement, just the absolutely gamer fights that they've had so far in these matches.
Gamer fights indeed. Gamers are a gaming. There was a lot of gaming happening, and each of those 4 games went down to the wire. Like, they were... I'm pretty sure, so the zone's ship shape was 1 point difference. TC Mega was 3 points difference. Rainmaker Hammerhead or Humpback was 16 point difference, which might as well be a 2 point difference, let's be honest with that map. And then this was a 9 point difference, which is less than a power claim, less than half of a power claim. So just such an insanely close set from 2 pretty strong teams. Just, I don't know what to say. This was a great tournament. This was a great set. I had a great time.
I did as well, and it was fantastic to be able to commentate with you once again for this. However, that is the finals over and done with Something as your champion, so we gotta wrap it up for the night, unfortunately.
Yeah, we gotta wrap tap it up. Unfortunately, we can't be here all night, but I mean, I had one heck of a time. But before we go, I gotta ask, where can the wonderful people find you?
Well, first of all, you can find me here on IPL. I pretty much just live in Swimmer Sync at this point, but you can also find me on all the other usual places: Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. And I'm MadGamerII. But yes, where can the good people find you?
You guys can usually find me, here on IPL. It's where I commentate most. You can find me on Twitter at BrokenPinky_, where I just kind of be saying stuff pretty much. But with that being said, congrats once again to Something for being your SOS champions. Thank you all so much for watching this rendition of Swimmer Sync, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful night. See you guys later.
Yes, thank you for tuning in.